τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, και να με κερνάς φαρμάκι, όμως μακριά από μένα, γιατί αγάπη μου στα έχω ξαναϋπομένα. Αν ποτέ σε δω αγκάλια με εκείνη κάπου, θα πω τρελαθώ και τα πιο μέχρι θανάτου. Κι αν ποτέ σε δω αγκάλια με εκείνη κάπου, θα πω τρελαθώ και τα πιο μέχρι θανάτου. Λοιπόν, να τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, να τη χαίρεσαι και να με κερνάς φαρμάκι.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Να τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, και να με κερνάς φαρμάκι, όμως μακριά από μένα,
So why is Allah saying?
γιατί αγάπη μου στα έχω ξαναϋπομένα. Αν ποτέ σε δω αγκάλια με εκείνη κάπου, θα πω τρελαθώ
I was debating.
και τα πιο μέχρι θανάτου. Κι αν ποτέ σε δω αγκάλια με εκείνη κάπου, θα πω τρελαθώ και τα πιο μέχρι θανάτου. Λοιπόν, να τη χαίρεσαι την καινούρια σου αγάπη, να τη χαίρεσαι και να με κερνάς φαρμάκι.
So why is Allah saying to him the following ayah? Stay away, ya Muhammad, from idols.
You're supposed to be a follower of Jesus, and you're using words like that.
Well,
And
it's
you
not my
expect people to
words.
believe in your
It's not my words. It's the words of Allah. Are you embarrassed of Allah?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that you all have been waiting for. It's time! Yeah, guys, I'm not going to do this. As you may know, I'm still under the weather. My voice won't help me scream hard or raise my voice. So I will not do the main introduction. So you hear it maybe still from my voice. I'm still under the weather, guys. God bless you. Keep me in your prayers. Yes, I'm still sick. Almost 2 weeks now, sick. So I feel better though. Don't get me wrong. Last time it was really bad, as you may noticed. I do feel better, but my voice still, my throat is hurting. So pray that we can get our normal health back and we can continue bringing down the hammer on this man-made cult. All right. Welcome everybody. God bless you. Speaking from Cave Hira. Yes, we are live. I'm not live streaming simultaneously both on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time because, as you have noticed last time, my TikTok account got banned because Muslims flagged the live stream, and it's very easy to flag your live streams on TikTok. So I have a couple days left from last time till the 1 week ban gets lifted on YouTube. We're glad that on YouTube you won't get banned that easily, right, guys? Hey, here Angel Max says 3 weeks flu for you too. So it's everywhere, huh? It's not only me. Yeah, welcome, guys. Brother Phil, how are you, brother? Winston, what's up, buddy? St. Louis, so many beautiful brothers and sisters already here. Sister Juliette Abraham, how are you? Brother RJ, Ben Yusuf, how are you guys? God bless you, nice to see you. I'm not sure if there are more admins as we speak, but nice to see all the brothers and sisters, the regulars. How are you, John Doe? Yeah, that's Allah's father for you, John Doe. Nobody knows who the real father of Muhammad is. Just Sam, how are you, brother? Fatih, what's up? Islam is a scam. Seeing your name, are you an ex-Muslim, brother? Nice to see you. God bless you. Modern Day Crusader, I love your name, man. Welcome. What's up, guys? I'm sure more admins will join later. More people will join later. Guys, make sure to smash the like button. Destroy it. Apply chapter 4, ayah 34 on it. So that more people will see that Rob Christian is live. Abuse the algorithms, guys. I don't need to tell you how the algorithms work. And if you're a Muslim who's watching, if you love your Prophet, smash the like button. Apply chapter 4, ayah 34, the same way you will apply chapter 4, ayah 34 on your wives, Muslims. Yeah, chapter 4, ayah 34. وَاضْرِبُوهُنَّ, and beat them. The moment you fear that your wife is going to be disobedient to you, it's a fi'l amr, it's a command from Allah, then to beat your wife. So if Allah commands you to beat your wife, who are you Muslims to say, no, the ayah doesn't say that. Allah doesn't allow me to beat my wife. It's fi'l amr, it's a command. Hello? Yeah. If I would be a Muslim man, yeah, I would surely apply chapter 434. So yeah, beat the like button until it turns green. Beat the like button until it turns green. Yes, brother J. Diaz, you got it, baby. That's Islam for you. So I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope, guys, are you okay? Or are you sick like me? I hope you're not all of you are sick. I don't wish that for anybody to happen. But I've been sick for at least 2 weeks now. So pray for me. Pray for my shortcomings, guys. I am far from perfect. But at least I have better morality than Muhammad. So that's good news, Brother Phil. God bless you, Habibi. God bless you. All right. Today's topic, again, guys, I cannot talk enough about this topic. Because Muslims, as long they call us man worshippers, I will bring down the hammer on the Muslims and prove that Muslims are actually a bunch of hypocrites. They are a bunch of baby boy worshippers. Allah is a baby boy, according to the Prophet of Islam in a very authentic hadith. And these wannabe Arab Muslims, they are nothing but wannabes. I'm not kidding, guys. Wannabe Arab Muslims, Pakistanis, Afghanis who claim to know Islam. Yet, mark my words, guys, you cannot be a Muslim. You cannot call yourself a Muslim if you don't speak the Arabic language. Okay? You cannot be a real Muslim if you're not an Arabic speaker. Why? Because the Quran did not come down in Urdu. The Quran did not come down in Swahili or Chinese or Japanese. The Quran came down in Arabic, and the Islamic sources are originally in Arabic. So when you're going to be a Pakistani or a Afghanistani or someone from Africa, you don't know Islam. You claim to know Islam, but you are only Muslim by name. And 9 out of 10 times when you give them the Arabic sources, and these are 9 out of 10 times authentic sources, they will throw them under the bus. Right? They will throw them under the bus. Let me show you guys. No, actually, before I show you, before I show you, let us first pray. I need to pray together with you guys so that we can be blessed in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, so that we can get our health back and we can continue, Lord willing, for many years to come. For many years to come. All right. Let us pray actually, guys. Let us pray first. All right. I ask you to pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, whom we worship as one God, 3 persons, one God. We pray. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to do another live stream today with our wonderful team of admins in the blue, Lord, and our beautiful audience, our beloved audience and subscribers. Yes, Lord, bless this live stream, the internet connection, and everybody who's here listening and watching. Also keep our families, our loved ones, and children safe, O Lord. Bless them and protect them, Father. Lord Jesus Christ, your name above all names, O King of Kings, O Lord of Lords. I beg you, I pray to you now and ask you to cleanse us, all of us, with your holy blood and fill us with your Holy Spirit. Lord, please allow my health to come back. Please, Lord, and I pray for all the sick brothers and sisters out there, all the persecuted brothers and sisters in Christ on this planet, in all the countries, Lord, all the Christians who follow you, Lord. Please, Lord, keep them safe. Please, Lord. Please shine your holy light on all of us, including the Muslims who might be in need and are here because maybe they want to hear the other side, oh Lord. They are seeking of the truth. They call themselves seekers of truth, and 9 out of 10 times they don't get any answer from their imams and shuyukh. Their imams and shuyukh, oh Lord, will lie to them. So please, Lord, open their eyes. Please, Lord, open their eyes. Jesus Christ, draw these poor victims of Islam, these Muslims, to your feet. Please, Lord, don't allow anyone to fall for the deception of the dawagandists. Please, Lord, draw these Muslims to your feet so they might know you, the real you, not the fake Isa. Ya Yeshua al-Masih, Ya Yeshua al-Masih, everything for your glory, O Son of God. You are the Father's heart, you are the love of the Spirit. Christ, fill me with your Holy Spirit, bless my throat, and loosen my tongue today, and guide me so I can speak the truth, nothing but the truth, without any error or any shame. And Lord, give us wisdom and courage to do whatever needs to be done. In your holy name, O Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Amen. Welcome, everybody. God bless you. Speaking from Cave Hira. Yes. There's no echo today, guys, because my voice, my throat doesn't allow me. So we're going to avoid the echoes. Today's Cave Hira, it has a lot of problems. Yes, the internet connection is great, but the echo is not working. The echo is not working. The echo is not working.
Emotional damage.
Rob, where's the echo? Well, it's echo-less today. I know. All right, guys. All right. Let us start. Yes, you heard it correctly, guys. We're live. Make sure to let everybody know that we are live. This Muslim here on the screen, guys. When one of my dear brothers and fellow warriors, brother King Sylv, joined his live stream and raised this point that Allah is a young boy. This guy who claims to be a Muslim, a Salafi Muslim, a pseudo Salafi Wahhabi. So when brother King Sylv gave him or tried to tell him about the authentic hadith in the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, he said, are you saying that all Muslims have been hiding this information from us? And, he also said, he admitted that he doesn't know Arabic. And this is why, guys, I said, you can't call yourself a Muslim if you're not an Arabic speaker. Because how are you going to read the Arabic sources who are originally in the Arabic? How do you know Islam if you don't speak Arabic? You pray in a language that you don't even know. You don't speak it. You don't know what you're saying. So how are you a Muslim? You clowns, how are you calling yourself a Muslim if you don't know Islam? Right? But before we show you the video, guys, before I show you the video, let me give you first some other information before we play the recording. All right, guys? I hope everybody is doing great. Let us go through some Islamic sources. Why is the number so small, guys? Keep inviting, keep smashing the like button, please. Keep inviting, keep smashing the like button. Let everybody know that Rob Christian is live, guys. All right. In the following hadith, guys, as we know, in the following hadith, on Sahih Muslim, here's the link. In Sahih Muslim, hadith number 7588, it says, Abu Hurairah reported Allah's Messenger saying, our Lord, the blessed and exalted, descends every night to the lowest heaven. When 1/3 of the latter part of the night is left, and says, who supplicates me so that I may answer him? Who asks me so that I may give to him? Who asks me forgiveness so that I may forgive him? So Allah, guys, does enter the creation, and He enters the creation. Why? Because the lowest heaven is the creation of Allah. Right, guys? Lowest heaven is the creation of Allah. Right, guys? The lowest heaven is the creation of Allah. So, why Muslims lie about that? That's number one. Why do Muslims lie about Allah not entering His creation? Some Muslims try to do damage control, right? They said, well, Allah only enters His creation through His glory. Only the glory of Allah, brother, not Allah Himself. Well, why? Is the glory of Allah not part of Him? Is the glory of Allah not part of Him? Some Muslims who claim to be Salafi, Wahhabi Muslims, they do say, yes, Allah does enter His creation. And people like even Mimi Hijab, when he was asked by brother Bob from Speaker's Corner, Bob the Builder, when he asked Mimi Hijab was more honest than the rest of the Muslims, and he said, yes, we Salafi Muslims do believe that Allah enters His creation, but we don't know how. We do not dare to cross the red line and ask the question, how? Without any questions asked. Bila kayf, right? No question. We don't question, right? Allah takes the buraq and He goes down. Allahu Alam, we don't know. Allah takes the elevator, maybe the escalator. Allahu Alam, we don't know. We have no idea. But Allah does enter His creation, right? Allahu Alam. Nobody knows. So, most Muslims will lie and they will say, no, Allah does not enter His creation. But the Wahhabis, the Salafis, do believe that, but they don't know how. They don't know how He enters His creation, right? To give you an idea, guys, how Allah enters His creation, here's how, okay? The Muslims have said that Allah does not enter His creation, but is this true?
فالله عز وجل ينزل في يوم عرفة بالنهار لعظم هذا اليوم.
Wait. Does not enter His creation, but is this true?
فالله عز وجل ينزل في يوم عرفة بالنهار لعظم هذا اليوم.
So Allah does enter His creation, right? Allah does enter His creation. Is this true?
فالله عز وجل ينزل في يوم عرفة بالنهار لعظم هذا.
But how? How does He enter? Here's how, I think.
هذا اليوم.
Wait. How?
ينزل في يوم عرفة بالنهار لعظم هذا اليوم.
Oof, that's Allah? Wait.
ينزل في يوم عرفة بالنهار لعظم هذا اليوم.
I see, that's how Allah enters His creation. He simply jumps. Goodbye, cruel world. Adrian, goodbye, cruel world. You see, guys, there are multiple sources that confirm that Allah does enter His creation. There are many, right? There are many of them. Even in the Quran, guys, we can read the following. And we'll go also to the tafsir of this ayah in front of you. Chapter 7, ayah 143, it says, in context, when Moses is talking to Allah, Allah says, you will not see me, but look at the mountain. If it should remain in place, then you will see me. So wait, how can Moses see Allah if Allah doesn't enter His creation? When you're going to see, something must be physical in front of your eyes to see it, right, guys? So Allah Himself admits that Moses saw Him, right? How was Moses able to see Allah if Allah doesn't enter the creation? And then it continues, the ayah says, but when Allah appeared to the mountain, you see it? Chapter 7, ayah 143 confirms that Allah does enter the creation. But Muslims have to lie. Muslims are a bunch of liars. Because without lies, Islam dies. Right, Muslims? Without lies, Islam dies. Right? Without lies, Islam dies. To make it even more clear, if we go to chapter 7, ayah 143 of Ibn Kathir, Tafsir Ibn Kathir for it, it says, Allah said then when Musa came for his appointment and spoke to him directly, he asked to him, and then, oh my Lord, show yourself. So how is Allah going to show Himself? Let's see. Let's see how Allah showed Himself. So when his Lord appeared to the mountain, He made it collapse to dust. How? How did the mountain collapse? How did the mountain collapse? We'll see how. Allah entered the creation with the tip of His little finger. Do you see it? That's how Allah entered the creation. To destroy the mountain. To make the mountain collapse. And of course, this is a Sahih hadith, which we can find in Al-Mustadrak al-Sahihain by Al-Hakim, right? Through a Sahih chain of narration. So Allah entered His creation with the tip of His little finger. And that's how the mountain collapsed, supposedly. We know that Allah's foot is also in hellfire, right? Last time I checked, hellfire is a creation of Allah, according to the Muslims. So Muslims always lie. Allah does enter His creation. You Muslims are a bunch of liars and scammers like your Prophet. Guys, can we allow the number to grow? Or do you want me to do everything on my own? Isn't really that hard to go on your social media accounts and drop a link? We have a kafir in the shape of Rob Christian who is destroying the ummah, the Islamic standard narrative, piece by piece. Muslims, come and defend your religion. Come and defend your religion, man. Come listen to this. All right. And there is more. In Bukhari 7436, we also read the following. Allah's messenger came out to us on the night of the full moon and said, you will see your Lord on the day of resurrection as you see this full moon, and you have no difficulty in seeing Him. So how can you see Allah if with your eyes if He doesn't enter creation? Here is the hadith. And here is the link to Ibn Kathir, the one that we showed you earlier. Hadith after hadith. On top of that, in Bukhari 7439, the hadith is a bit long. This hadith is a little bit long, but look what it says. Look what it says. Then the Almighty will come to them in a shape other than the one which they saw Him the first time. So Allah will enter the creation, and the Muslims on the day of judgment, they will see Allah, and He will say, so Allah will talk to them and say, I am your Lord Allah, and they will say, you are not our Lord. Wait a second. How are they rejecting Allah? Ya kuffar. Ya kuffar. Even the Muslims on Judgment Day, in the Jannah of Allah, they will reject Allah. And they will say, you are not our Lord. Okay, so wait a second. They are in Jannah and they call Allah basically Satan. You are Satan. If you are not Allah, then that doesn't mean He is Satan. You are not our Lord. If Allah is not their Lord, then He must be Satan, right? Right, guys? I.e., you are Satan. If Allah is not their Lord, He must be Satan. And how do they not know that He's not their Lord? Did they see Him before? Yes, clearly they saw Him before. So how did they see Him if Allah does not enter His creation? Muslims, you have issues to deal with, man. You have a dilemma. Your Prophet in the Sunnah, he created a dilemma for you. So how will they see Allah? Allah will uncover His shin. And so Allah will then uncover His sexy shin. Allah is sexy and you know it. He will show His shin. And by the way, Allah's shin is not hairy, okay? Because Allah is a young boy, remember? Allah is a young boy, so He has a shin like a woman. Allah doesn't even need to shave. You know, a lot of women are hairy on their legs. But Allah has no hair because He didn't reach puberty yet. Just a second, guys. Thank you for the donation, my friend. God bless you. Just a second. All right, guys. Someone at the door. Please forgive me. So, you see, guys, Muslims are all over the place. And they even deny. They deny their God. They deny their God. They lie about their God. They lie that Allah did enter His creation. They lie about it. They lie about it. Why do you Muslims always lie? I love you too, Napoleon. God bless you. Thank you for your kind words. And not only do I love you, my dear brothers and sisters in Christianity, I love the Muslims too because they are our brothers and sisters in humanity. But I want their eyes to be open. Muslims, we do not hate you. We just want your eyes to be open and stop lying about your religion. Because we know that Islam is very embarrassing for you now. But don't reject your Islamic sources. Do not lie about your Islamic sources. What's up, OT Genesis? God bless you, brother. Guys, some people keep sending me messages and whatnot in the comments and whatnot. If you have a question, guys, very important question that you have no answer for or you cannot get the answer from someone else. You know, I'm a very busy guy, but Lord willing, if it's better to send me a message on Patreon. You can become a free member. It's very important to become a free member on my Patreon account, guys. If you want to receive notifications, because we are always shadow banned. And also make sure, guys, to subscribe and follow all of my other social media accounts. Also my second backup YouTube channel, right? Make sure to subscribe to our backup channel. And everything you can find in the description box, right? Under this video, in the description box. A lot of people still don't even care about going to the description box. The description box is there for you to see our social media accounts and to make sure that when we go live, you'll get notifications, guys. I'll see a lot of people will say, I missed the live show. I didn't get any notification. Then be wise, like the Bible says. Adapt. Be wise as snakes, as the Bible commands us to be. And adapt to the shadow banning. Make sure to subscribe. All right? Subscribe to all of our social media accounts. You can be a free member today. Become a free member on Patreon if you don't want to support the ministry financially. So there are many ways to roam, guys. All right. So now let me play the video of this guy that you see on the screen. He claims that he's a real Muslim, right? And he's probably either a Pakistani or Afghanistani, right? He claims to be a Salafi who also follows Ibn Taymiyyah. And he also says that he follows Imam al-Ghazali. Yet when this guy debates Christians, he will put his finger on the trigger and he does not hesitate to either mute them, or his admins will not hesitate to mute everyone and everybody who exposes this man-made cult of Islam, of Muhammad Islam, right? They will not allow you to speak. And the following video that I'm about to play, guys, is a good example of why not any one of you here, why you should never join a Muslim live stream. And this is why I don't go to Muslim live streams. Let this be an example why you should not go to live streams of Muslims, because they will mute you, they will not allow you to speak, and they will not hesitate to kick you the moment you ask a very pressing question, right? Just one tiny question, and they will mute you immediately and will kick you out. Watch what happened, guys, in one of the discussions of my brother, King Sylv, a dear brother of mine on TikTok, a fellow warrior in Christ, a Christian, also like me, an Assyrian, an Aramaic-speaking Christian, when he joined this live stream. Look what they said and what they did to him. Watch, guys. All right. Let me play the recording. Are you ready, guys? So now then, I might stop the recording to give my own input about what is being said. All right, guys? Let's go.
Hold on, Tyler. How you doing, Muslim Rockstar?
I'm doing good, man. How are you, Crusader?
I'm doing good. You made a lot of points earlier. You said that we obviously worship one God, and you said that, that obviously that God is unseen, correct? Is that what you said?
Correct.
That nobody have seen Allah, right?
Nobody has seen Allah.
That nobody have seen Allah, correct?
No one has seen Allah?
Yeah, you said he's unseen.
Yeah, he's unseen.
Okay, beautiful. Well, you have on your bio.
It's okay, Palestinian. I see your.
I just got muted. I don't know why I'm.
It's okay,
muted.
guys. Don't mute him. I know who he is. I know his voice. Let him talk. Let's see what he got. Go ahead.
I mean, if you want me to be out here, that's fine. I can be out here. But I'm just.
Did you catch how they muted him immediately? How these cowards, they're so scared they muted him immediately, guys. Did you catch it?
Guys, don't mute him. I know who he is. I know his voice. Let him talk.
Notice, guys, they are his topic is ask me about Islam. He invites people to join in the panel, the live stream, to ask about Islam. How are you going to have a discussion if you immediately mute your guests like that? Immediately the Christians is getting muted immediately by this clown who calls himself Muslim rock star and his boyfriends who happen to be his admins. Admins are muting the mic of the Christian. Do you see it? Moderator turned off your microphone. What cowards you Muslims are. Do you now understand why I don't go to Muslim live streams? Why I don't go to Muslim channels? That's right. That's why I had to learn the hard way, guys. Why? Because in the past, when we used to debate Muslims on their channels, back in the old days on Paul Talk, we had to learn it the hard way. When we used to go there and debate them, immediately they would mute us, kick us, and even ban us. So we had to learn the hard way. So we said, been there, done that, we got ourselves a t-shirt. If they want to debate us, if they are so desperate in proving that their religion is the truth, let them come to us. We will not mute them. We will even allow them to speak. But Muslims are very scared because they know that their religion cannot be defended. Right? They know that their religion cannot be defended. So they have their finger ready on the trigger button to mute you. Right? You see it? Muted. He's muted immediately.
Okay, beautiful. Well, you have on your bio.
It's okay, Palestinian. I see your
I just got
message.
muted. I don't know why I'm
It's
getting
okay.
muted.
Guys, don't mute him. I know who he is. I know his voice. Let him talk. Let's see what he got. Go ahead.
I mean, if you want me to be out here, that's fine. I can be out here. But I
Said
came
you're
with the
welcome to say,
genuine. I
told
came with
my
the genuine.
moms don't mute you.
Yeah,
I
thank
told
you.
my moms don't mute you. Let's talk. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. So I see on your bio it says that you obviously, follow Ibn Taymiyyah. Well, according to Ibn Taymiyyah's book, في بيان تلبيس الجهمية.
And Ghazali. You forgot that one.
الغزالي. Okay, حبيبي. تلبيس بيان الجهمية في تأسيس بدعم الكلامية. He said that Muhammad saw Allah as eye vision.
He saw him with his eyes. Exactly.
He was a young man with curly hair. This is according to Ibn Taymiyyah's book, تلبيس بيان الجهمية في تأسيس بدعم الكلامية. Now,
So guys, he doesn't even know the book. Right? So the brother King Silv, a Christian, is asking him about the hadith in the book of Ibn Taymiyyah. This da'i doesn't know about the book. He doesn't know that there's such a hadith that is authentic, that Muhammad saw Allah as a young, beardless boy. A young, beardless boy. During the night of Al-Isra, right? During the night of Al-Isra, the night journey supposedly. When Muhammad jumps on the back of Buraq, right guys? Muhammad jumps on the back of Buraq. And he sees Allah, right? Right? How, Rob? Well, like this. And went to the seven heavens to speak to Allah. And he even heard from Jibreel that Allah is praying. Allah is reciting his personal prayer. Allah yusalli, And then finally Jibreel allows Muhammad to enter. And then Allah gives Muhammad the 50 prayers. But not only that, Allah removes his hijab like a Muslim woman and he shows himself to Muhammad. So that's the context behind this conversation, right guys? That during the night of Al-Isra, Muhammad saw Allah. Night Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, right? The night journey. So that's what the discussion is all about in context.
you want the evidence? I could show you. Not a problem as well.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, you got
I
it.
doubt anyone from Ahl Sunnah would say that the Prophet ﷺ saw Allah when Aisha radiallahu anha made it very clear in the authentic hadith.
Did you catch what he said? He says, I doubt that anybody, any Sunni Muslim from among Ahlus Sunnah wa Jama'ah, he doubts that his scholars or any Muslim believes that Allah showed himself to Muhammad and Muhammad saw Allah as a young man. He doesn't know about it. This is why I always say, you cannot be a Muslim if you don't know Arabic. You cannot be a Muslim if you reject a hadith. Right? You cannot call yourself a Muslim if you reject authentic ahadith. And remember, guys, according to Ibn Baz, let me show you what Ibn Baz said about the ahadith, and specifically if you have an authentic hadith or Hasan hadith. Look guys, what Ibn Baz said. Look what Ibn Baz said. Ibn Baz, a giant Salafi scholar, right? Giant Salafi scholar. This is the website of Ibn Baz. Here's the link. The website of Ibn Baz. Big Salafi Sunni scholar. Big. Okay? On his website, the question is raised. هل أحاديث رسول الله هي وحي من الله? Are the ahadith of Muhammad, are they divine inspiration from Allah? Question mark. You see it? Question mark. And he says, Ibn Baz explains, Naam, ahadith Rasulullah, ahadith al-Rasul, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah praise on him, are divine inspiration from Allah. And he uses chapter 53, ayahs 3 and 4. وَمَا يَنْطَقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Right? وَمَا يَنْطَقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Everything that comes out of the mouth of Muhammad is nothing but wahi. Wahi is divine inspiration. Let's see if we can translate it with Google machine translation. So the question that is raised, right? The last question that we present from our sister's question in this episode says, are the hadiths of Muhammad revelation from Allah? You see the question, guys? Are the hadiths, are they divine inspiration from Allah? Answer from Ibn Baz, yes. 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 The hadiths of Muhammad are revelation from Allah. So guys, any Muslim who claims to be a Muslim, any Muslim who claims to be a Muslim and reject hadith, he automatically rejects Allah. Any Muslim who claims to be a Muslim and he rejects hadith, automatically is not a real Muslim. Did you catch it? Again, here's the link of Ibn Baz. You can use your Google Chrome browser when you open it, and then right click and I choose translate to English, and you'll get the answer, right? That's, if you, most of you don't know Arabic, that's the way to get at least a machine translation. 9 out of 10 times it will be close, but sometimes it will come out a little bit different or funny. But to give you an idea. So guys, you cannot reject hadith. Did you catch it? You cannot reject hadith and claim to be a Muslim. Specifically a Sunni Muslim, since we're talking about the Sunni ahadith. So this donkey on the screen, he is a da'i, yet he doesn't know anything about his religion. He's rejecting authentic hadith. Let us continue.
Sure. I mean, I can show you the hadith. It's according
So
to...
are you saying that these Ahlul Sunnah went against an authentic hadith narrated by Aisha?
Guys, so he's quoting the hadith of Aisha, and we'll show you later, guys. We'll show you later that Aisha lied. This donkey doesn't know that his mother Aisha lied and gave her own interpretation about one of the ayahs of the Quran. Aisha literally lied. Aisha literally lied. Right? Aisha literally lied. But hold your horses, guys. For the Muslims, hold your camels, Muslims. We will go there and prove to you today that Aisha lied, according to the scholars. Okay? All right. So don't forget it. He's bringing up Aisha because in one of the authentic hadiths, Aisha said, anyone who claims that Rasulullah, meaning Muhammad, saw Allah, he is a liar. He's a kadhab. So he's referring to one hadith, but in that hadith, guys, we're going to prove that Aisha was giving her own interpretation. She never heard Muhammad about it. But Ibn Abbas did hear the story, and he narrates the story that Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes as a young little boy without a beard. Okay?
Well, that's not what I said.
Is that what you're saying?
No. That's not what I said.
So then what are you
That's
saying?
not what I said. Then you're going to have to argue in regarding Ibn Abbas. You know, because you know
What's your claim, dude? Just get to your claim.
Okay, would you give me the big screen?
Taymiyyah said it. So show us where Ibn Taymiyyah said it.
So guys, so you heard him, right? He said, get to your claim. Let's see if they will allow him to speak. Let's see if they will allow him to speak.
Taymiyyah said it. So show us where Ibn Taymiyyah said it.
I just want to hear just let him restate it, because it's kind of like... It's kind of,
Allow the guy to speak, man. Allow the Christian to speak. Your topic is ask me about Islam. Why are you not allowing people to speak?
like backpedaling and then going forward again and then backwards. Just restate your claim,
Sure.
please.
Would I be able to get the big screen if you don't mind, so I can show you?
Restate your claim.
So you see, guys, he's so scared for the brother, my dear brother King Silv, right? Who went in. Here's his, here. He's on top, right? Here. Maybe you see my cursor. That's the guy who's talking, the Christian. He calls himself here in this account Crusader. He's asking for his screen to be made big so he can provide the reference. They won't give him the big screen because else many Muslims will leave Islam. Cowards, right? Exactly, bunch of cowards. The brother is humbly asking them to give him to make his screen big so he can open a book and show him the authentic hadith from the book of Ibn Taymiyyah. But the Muslims are too scared to allow the Christians to destroy the Ummah, to expose these liars who call themselves Dawah boys, who don't even speak Arabic. Ya jahil, ya miskin. Allow him to prove his argument. His argument is that according to the book of Ibn Taymiyyah and an authentic hadith from the mouth of your Prophet, that he saw Allah during the night of Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. Right?
Yeah, so here's the thing. According to بيان تلبيس الجهمية في تأسيس بدعم الكلامية from the Shaykh of Islam, Ibn Taymiyyah. He said, and let me read it right now. وهذا يدل على أنه رآه وأخبر أنه رآه في سورة شاب.
I can't speak Arabic.
Oh, you can't speak Arabic? Not a problem. That
No, I
he
don't
saw.
speak Arabic. I don't claim to
It's
speak
okay.
Arabic.
It's okay. So he saw Muhammad saw Allah as an eye vision. Okay, and he saw him as a young man wearing a green suit, you know, having a curly hair and hairless. And this
So
is
you're claiming.
Hairless, beardless. Yes, correct.
according
So let me just get the
to-
claim.
Let me give you the chain of narration.
So you're claiming that Ibn Taymiyyah is claiming that the Prophet Muhammad saw God as a curly man with green clothes?
No. Well, this is in regarding Ibn Taymiyyah's book. Now you want the chain of narration? I could give you the chain of narration
I just want
as well.
your claim. What
The
is your
chain of
claim?
narration is from عن قتادة عن أكرم, the two.
How can he make a claim? How can he explain it if you don't give him the big screen so he can put the book between your eyes? Ya munafiq, ya kadhab, ya miskin. You coward. Give him the big screen so he can open the camera and show you the book itself. But they won't allow it because they know what we will do to them. They are so scared. And guys, don't forget, they have the finger, their trigger finger on the mute button. And look how they are going to kick him soon.
What is your claim? I don't care about the chain. What's the claim?
The claim is when
You don't care about the chain of narration? When we give you a daif hadith, you Muslims start to cry left to right and center. But now you don't care about the chain of narration? You don't care about the chain of narration?
the claim is when you said that Allah is unseen, yet Muhammad saw him as an eye vision.
Okay, that makes no sense.
That makes no sense. You know why? Because you are an ignoramus. Like Yasir Qadi said, you are an ultra-crepidarian. You are illiterate like your prophet. You don't know your religion. You don't know what the hadith of your prophet. You don't know the sunnah of your prophet. Ya jahil. Ya miskeen. This is why I always say, guys, these wannabe Arabs, these wannabe Muslims only are Muslim by name. They are only Muslim by name. They are a bunch of ignoramuses. Right? They don't know their religion, guys. At this point, he's not even lying. He doesn't know. That's it. But he doesn't allow us Christians to show him the hadith from the books. Let the Christian, let my dear brother King Sylv open the camera and show you. Give him the big screen. No, we're too scared. Scared little bunnies.
No one from Ahlul Sunnah will make that claim.
Scared little chickens. Tok, 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 tok.
Emotional damage.
Right?
We have authentic hadith of Aisha. That law, because all there was
So guys, the brother here, you see he opened his camera and they don't give him the big screen. He can't even zoom in yet to show him the evidence.
light. Every Muslim knows that.
Okay. Then the
Look, you can even see that the hadith is sahih here in the green. And I will show you the same book soon, all right, guys. Hold your horses, Muslims, hold your camels. Don't run, because I will bury this da'i of yours. This so-called Muslim rock star. I will bury him.
chain of narration is literally from Qatada, the two companions of the
It
Prophet,
doesn't
plus
what
Ibn
game you're playing
Abbas.
today.
So you're
Listen,
saying, are we going to
listen.
throw Ibn Taymiyyah into
You
the
see?
bus and then what the chain of
Al-Hadith
There's
narration
no
is?
way he's claiming that.
Other scholars said that hadith is weak.
No way he's claiming that. No one from Ahlul
No way Ibn Taymiyyah is claiming that. You just called Ibn Taymiyyah a liar. Because it's in the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, ya jahil. Guys, now he is throwing Ibn Taymiyyah under the bus, yet he claims to be a Salafi Muslim. I mean, he has a beard, he has a mustache. Yeah. His hair is falling off, but yeah. You know, Allah, maybe he forgot to say, inshallah, he's becoming bald. But that's maybe, you know. But he's denying Ibn Taymiyyah now. Ibn Abbas, all the people in the chain. Unbelievable.
No one from Ahlul Sunnah, especially Ibn Taymiyyah, is going to reject an authentic hadith.
Okay.
But you are the rejecting it. You are rejecting it. Ibn Taymiyyah doesn't reject it. Ibn Kathir doesn't reject this authentic hadith. They agree with it. Ya jahil. You wanna be Muslims. You're only Muslim by name. Ya jahil, ya miskin. You don't know. You are the one rejecting. Ibn Taymiyyah never rejected it.
Period.
Okay, then you're gonna have to.
I haven't even heard of a Muslim sect that makes that claim.
Because you are a jahil. You are an ignoramus. That's why. That's why you don't know.
You're making that claim
because they're not gonna show you, brother. This is the thing. They won't show you these
they're
ahadith.
hiding stuff. They're doing
Because I know
right?
them. Because I know these ahadith.
You're confusing me. Allah is small. Mr. Allah is small. You're confusing me with the sister of Aisha who did mut'ah with Az-Zubair. And that's why we call Abdullah bin Az-Zubair ibn Mut'ah. Yeah, son of Mut'ah. Last time I checked, you Muslims are practicing mut'ah, not us. The Sahaba and Muhammad practiced mut'ah with the women in the 7th century. Okay? Ya ibn Mut'ah. فَعَلَيْكُ عَلَى نَبِيَّكَ ya ibn Mut'ah. You dare to associate with mut'ah with Christians? You have no honor, you have no dignity. Ya ibn al-Mabafshu. Yalla, qala.
So here's the thing, brother.
Listen.
Ahead,
so do you like
Allow
to
me
you
to
like to
speak once
debate
you're
like
done.
that? Listen, you've never been in my life. You've never been in my life. This is what you do.
No, I'm not doing
You
anything.
bring random
I'm just
pieces of
showing you.
information that no Muslim has ever.
What did the guy do? He's only want to show the book. You're not allowing him. Did he disrespect? No. Guys, look how they are going to insult him soon. He did not insult them. He only asking humbly, open my camera, allow my camera to be big so I can put the reference on the screen. They keep cutting him off. They keep insulting him. Watch.
Heard of that? No Muslim.
Nobody have heard of this?
They're like, this is what you guys believe in. Is this your style of debate?
Would you be able to give me the big screen and let's see if I'm actually
He's asking for the second time. Give me the big screen so I can show it to you.
lying? Then go ahead and refute me.
I'm not. You see, he's not going to give him the big screen, right? Because he's too scared.
Lying? Then go ahead and refute me, please. I would like to get
I already
refuted if I'm
refuted
lying.
you.
How?
I already refuted
How did
you.
you refute me?
How did you refute him? How did you refute the brother in Christ? How are you going to refute him if he didn't even show you the reference yet? How did you refute him? Ya Jahil. What a joke. What a clown this guy.
Because there's not a single Muslim that believes that.
No, no.
Then Ibn Kathir, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Abu Ya'la, and many others are not Muslims. Ibn Taymiyyah is not a Muslim then. Good job. You just did takfir on Ibn Kathir and Ibn Taymiyyah because they believed it. You did takfir on Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Good job. You did takfir on Abu Ya'la and many others, including Shaykh al-Albani. Right? Even Shaykh al-Albani believed in it.
Single one Muslim that believes that? What do you mean? So you're saying that this hadith is fake?
Listen to me carefully. This is the standard style.
It is. It's weak.
Listen to me carefully.
Oh, the hadith is weak and fake?
This is the standard approach. Listen to me carefully.
Go ahead.
This is the standard approach of the idiots like you on TikTok.
So he's calling him, so you see, he's now insulting him. He's calling him an idiot now.
Insulting me
Muslim
without even
holds
me
this
insulting
position.
you. I'm being respectful to you, brother.
I don't care. You can say whatever you want. It's my life.
It's okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
Go
This
ahead.
is the
kick him,
standard
Mike. Yeah,
approach
I'll
of the
kick him.
idiots of TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Okay? They will come and make a claim about something I personally have never even heard of. Okay? You can say, oh, it's in that book. There's no way Ibn Taymiyyah held that position.
Look.
Every Muslim who studies Aqidah knows the hadith.
He's showing literally the book of Ibn Taymiyyah and they not allow him to speak or let alone give him the big screen. Because they are so scared.
تأليف
Aisha
شيخ
about
الإسلام.
Isra wal Miraj. And that's that.
Watch.
So,
Tell
thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Can I please address you, brother?
They literally kicked him. Do you see it? You are disconnected by the live creator. You can request to connect again. You see it? They kicked him out. They literally kicked him out. Did you catch it?
Please address you, brother.
You see it?
So, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great day. Standard approach.
You see? And brother King Self is here writing in the comments now. He dropped me. They kicked him out.
Go find some random quote for something nobody ever heard of. Like, oh, it's been hidden. It's been hidden.
Do you see, guys, like why I told you, never ever go to Muslim live streams. They will not allow you to speak. They will not allow you to get the big screen, and specifically on TikTok, to prove your point. They look, and they even dare to say, ask me about Islam. How are you going to ask someone about Islam? How are you going to debate Muslims if they don't allow you to speak? They will insult you. They will not even allow you to show even the reference. But they just proved that they are a bunch of ignoramuses. They are only Muslim by name, right? This coward. Muslim rock star, I know you're watching my videos. You are a coward. And you don't know your religion. Ya miskin, ya jahil. Coward. Allow people to bury you by showing you your Islamic sources. And he said, guys, you heard him, right? He said, nobody in Sunni Islam, not one person who claims to be from among the Sunnah wa Jama'ah, Sunnah wa Jama'ah, that Allah is a young boy. Really? Not sure under which black stone you have been living all this time. But during the night of Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, Muhammad did see Allah as a young boy. And here's the proof. So guys, as you saw, my dear brother, King Silv, who is a very, very dear brother of mine in Christ, fellow warrior in Christ. And I always sit with him on his live stream on TikTok. Maybe you've noticed people who do go to TikTok, you know, brother King Silv, awesome brother. He was about to show the book, but they are not giving him the big screen. Right? Bayan Talbis al-Jahmiyyah, the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, in front of you. Let me give you the link so you can fact check me if you believe me. That this hadith is in the book of Ibn Taymiyyah. Right? Let's see if I can give you the link. Here is the link. Here is the link. Let me drop it in the chat. All right. You have to go to volume 7 and specifically page 290. 290, right guys? Specifically page 290. All right? Page 290. Here's the link again. P290. Okay? In this book. The book of Ibn Taymiyyah. Okay? Called. So if you open the book, it will look like this here on the left. Black, white, right? Bayan Talbis al-Jahmiyyah, volume 7 by Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. You see, guys, if I scroll up, here you have also the timestamp. Right, look, looks the same. Do you see it here? So this is the front cover. When you open it up and you go to volume 7, that's how it looks like. Okay? All right. To give you an idea. So, Bayan Talbis al-Jahmiyyah, that's the reference. That's the name of the book by Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, the teacher of Ibn Qudama, the same teacher of Ibn Kathir, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, okay? Volume 7. Let us go through the pages. Let me first go to page 289 because that's basically where the story starts from. Are you ready, guys? To bury these wannabe Muslims who claim to be Muslims, and they are nothing but Muslim by names. Bunch of cowards who will not allow you to speak. This is why, guys, I don't go to Muslim live streams. They will not allow me to speak because they are scared, right? So on page 289, we go down, we find a report saying, وَفِي هَذَا الْخَبَرِ, and in this report, from the narration of Ibn Abi Dawood, Ibn Abi Dawood al-Sijistani, this is the son of Abi Dawood, the writer of Sunan Abi Dawood. That's his son. So Ibn Abi Dawood al-Sijistani is his son. Then it says, Ibn Abbas is asked, إِنَّهُ سُئِل. Who is asked? Ibn, on the next page. Ibn Abbas is asked on page 290. That's where basically the story starts from. Who is the main narrator? Ibn Abbas in this story. Ibn Abbas, Habrul Ummah, the ink of the Ummah, the scholar of the Ummah, Turjaman al-Quran, the translator of the Quran himself, Ibn Abbas. Right? He is the main narrator. He is the number one authority in Islam. Right? When Ibn Abbas speaks, all the Muslims obey. When Ibn Abbas opens his mouth, you Muslims shut your mouth and listen to him. The GOAT, basically, yeah. Is considered in Islam to be the GOAT in explaining the Quran and Hadith and whatnot. Specifically, he is known for his explanation that you can find, for example, in Al-Tabari or Ibn Kathir, in chains of narration explaining the Quran. That Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad. And then it says, so Ibn Abbas is asked, هل رأى محمد ربه? Did Muhammad see his Lord? Do you see the question mark, guys? Did Muhammad see his Lord? That's the question to Ibn Abbas. Did Momo see Allah? Did Momo see Allah? Yeah, Ibn Abbas. Oh, Ibn Abbas. قال نعم. قال نعم. He said yes. When Ibn Abbas is asked, did Muhammad see Allah? Did he see his Lord? He said yes. And then again, the questioner keeps asking Ibn Abbas. قال وكيف رآه? How did he see him? So the questioner keeps asking Ibn Abbas, how did Momo see his Lord, meaning Allah? Right? How did he see his Lord? وكيف رآه? قال في سورة شاب, in the image of a young man. يعني شاب حلوة يا مسلمين. A very handsome young boy who did not even reach the age of puberty yet, without a veil. So Momo saw Allah in the image of a young man, young boy, without Allah's veil. Remember, the veil of Allah is light, nur, right? I'm typing it out so everybody can take notes, okay? All right? So Ibn Abbas explains that Momo saw Allah without his veil. So the nur of Allah is his veil. The light of Allah is his hijab, right? The veil in Arabic is hijab. So Allah is like any Muslim woman who wears a hijab. Did you catch it? That's Allah's veil. And his hijab is the nur, the light. So when, according to Ibn Abbas, guys, if Muhammad saw Allah, that means he saw Allah without his veil. Allah behind his veil is not to be seen. That's the logic. The logic is Allah without a hijab can be seen. Did you catch it? The logic behind the whole story is Allah without his hijab, he can be seen. But when he's behind his hijab, the veil, he cannot be seen. Are you following, guys? This is how to educate these stone kissers about their religion. And I'm only reading. I am only reading. Then he continues asking Ibn Abbas. فقلت أنا لابن Abbas, and I asked Ibn Abbas, doesn't it say in chapter 6, ayah 103, that nobody can see Allah, but he can see everyone? There is no eye that can grasp him, but he can grasp you. Chapter 6, ayah 103. And look at the beautiful response. Response of Ibn Abbas incoming in the yellow, guys. لا لك. Ibn Abbas then says to the guy, قال Ibn Abbas, لا لك. You have no mother. So Ibn Abbas is insulting him. You have no mother. How dare you, in other words. How dare you to question me about what I heard and what I did not heard from Muhammad. How dare you, you bastard. That's what he called him. You, son of 1,000 fathers.
Emotional, damn it.
Imagine, guys, someone is asking a question, you're insulting him left and right, and you call his mother basically a whore, or his father a John Doe. You don't know who his father is, you don't know who his mother is. قال له قال لا لك. لا لك. You have no mother. You're a bastard. Go away. Don't ask me. Don't question me. Don't have doubts in my words. I know what I've heard from Muhammad. لا لك. Guys, maybe from now on we should say to the Muslims, since the Sahaba found it okay to insult each other and call each other bastards, maybe from now on, if we have a Jahil Muslim who doesn't know his religion, a miskeen, in ignoramus, we should say to him, La umma lak. If Ibn Abbas said it, then I am allowed to say it, right guys? If Ibn Abbas used to say to people, La umma lak, you have no mother, I as a Christian, I'm allowed to call these stone lickers La umma lak. I'm allowed to say to them, La umma lak. Right? Alright. Alright. This is important stuff, by the way. If we put the insults, the funny side, if we put it aside, Ibn Abbas. Hey, can you do me a favor and block this idiot? Admins, wake up, admins. Can you block this idiot? What's wrong with you people, man? What's wrong with you? Are you using the filthy language of your prophet? Admins, wake up, admins. Please. All right. Don't allow this nasty language on my chat. All right. So, Ibn Abbas said, you have no mother. How dare you? You have no mother. How dare you? This is ذلك نوره الذي هو نوره. This is his veil. This is his light. And this is the light. And then he continues, if Allah manifests or Allah shows himself, he appears in his light, there is no one who can see him. There is nothing that can see him. So again, the answer of Ibn Abbas. In other words, if Allah is behind a veil, hijab, remember? Veil, hijab. And the hijab is his light, right? Then no one can see Allah. So in other words, guys, how did Muhammad see Allah? How? Because Allah appeared in front of Muhammad without his hijab. Right? Without his hijab. That's what literally it says here. This is the explanation not of Rob Christian, but according to Ibn Abbas. Are you already sensing it, guys? It turns out that Aisha is a big fat liar. Aisha lied. Look, in Sahih Bukhari 4855, and we're going to go to the explanation soon as well, how Aisha lied according to the scholars. It says, I said to Aisha, so narrated Masruq is asking Aisha in this hadith. Here, in this hadith, Aisha is lying. In this hadith, Aisha lied, guys. Aisha lies here, okay? Aisha is a big fat liar here. Rob, really? The mother of the believers is a big fat liar? Yes.
Emotional, damn it.
Watch how she lied. I said to Aisha, oh mother, did Muhammad see his Lord? Question mark. Did Muhammad see his Lord? Aisha said, what you have said makes my hair stand on end. Know that if somebody tells you one of the following three things, he is a liar. Whoever tells you that Muhammad saw his Lord is a big fat liar. So here, that this highlighted part is when Aisha lied. Aisha is a big fat liar. The mother of the believers turns out to be a big fat liar. And she's going against what Ibn Abbas said. Why did she lie, guys? Because she did not hear the report directly from Muhammad. She gave her own interpretation. And I'm about to prove it soon. So hold your horses. Muslims, hold your camels. I will prove to you that Aisha lied according to the scholars as well. Okay? But before I go there, let me finish the hadith. I'm not finished. Right? Again, from the book Bayan Talbis al-Jahmiyyah, volume 7 by Ibn Taymiyyah, on page 289, 290. Okay? We didn't even go to the hadith yet. All right. So you can see Allah and only if He removes His veil, His hijab, His nur, His light. Allah's light is His veil. Allah's light is His hijab, according to Ibn Abbas. Right? And then Ibn Abbas continue. Ibn Abbas reports that Muhammad saw Allah in the image of a young man without a veil. Duna sitr. without a veil, without any cover. Okay? And then we go to the most important part. إنها رؤية عين. So, after insulting the guy, saying to him, قال لا أم لك, on top in the yellow, after insulting him and saying to him, you have no mother. This is Ibn Taymiyyah now explaining, right? Ibn Taymiyyah is explaining. إنها رؤية عين. So Ibn Taymiyyah said, it is through the eyes. So Momo, Ibn Taymiyyah explains. Now Ibn Taymiyyah is talking. Momo saw Allah with his eyes. I have nothing to do with this. I'm only reading, right, guys? إنها رؤية عين in the yellow, and then the green. كما في الحديث الصحيح, as mentioned in the authentic hadith that is connected. كما في الحديث الصحيح, here, صحيح المرفوع عن قتادة, from قتادة, the connected authentic chain. عن قتادة, عن عكرمة, عن Ibn Abbas, the main narrator of the story. Ibn Abbas قال رسول الله, Allah's apostle, Allah's messenger said, meaning Muhammad said, رأيت ربي في صورة شاب أمرد له وفرة جعد قطط في روضة خضراء. I saw my Lord, Muhammad said, in the image of a young beardless boy. Beardless boy meaning a boy who did not even reach his puberty. Allah is a young boy. Shabhlewa, as we call him in the Arabic. Handsome young beardless boy. I think he's one, guys, I think Allah is one of these servants, and specifically he's going to become the servant of Muhammad in Jannah, right? Among the 80,000 young little boys, the Bachibazi boys in Jannah. That's who Allah is, basically. Right? Allah is one of the Bachibazi, right? Very handsome young boy, no beard. And I hope he will not deflower Muhammad, or Muhammad will not deflower him, right? I mean, why do you need handsome young boys else? Even Allah is a young boy. Gay! Yeah, exactly.
Emotional, damn.
Allah is among the little Bachibazi boys, clearly. All right. You see? This is the hadith. This is the authentic hadith. So do you see that these donkeys do not know their religion? You're a jahl, you're a miskeen. You're kicking and muting everyone who is about to prove to you that you do worship a young boy, a beardless young boy. You Muslims, you Pakistanis and Afghanistan,is you're a bunch of clowns. You don't know your religion. And then it's embarrassing that we Arabic-speaking Christians, whom you call kuffar, that we need to educate you and educate these poor, gullible audience of yours who are listening to you. You Muslims are gullible Muslims, only by name. I'm not kidding, guys. More than 99% of all Muslims on this planet are a bunch of gullible Muslims only by name. They don't know their religion. They only listen to the deception of their imams and shuyukh. Do you think an imam would dare to say in Sunni Islam, our Lord is a young beardless boy? How many Muslims will leave Islam? How many Muslims will leave Islam if the imams will say, Allah is a beardless young boy? How many Muslims will leave Islam? Tell me, how many Muslims will leave Islam? How many Muslims will leave Islam?
Emotional, damn it.
Exactly, Ryan. Yet Allah dares to attack us in chapter 931, saying that we have taken our rabbis and monks, we Jews and Christians have taken our rabbis and monks as lords. Yet actually the Muslims have taken their rabbis and monks as lord. I mean the imams and shuyukh, right? In this case. Do you see how the Quran turns against the Muslims now? The very accusation of Allah, the false accusation of Allah, turns back to the Muslims. By the way, Shia do not believe that Allah is a young boy. Shia do not believe that Allah is a young boy. Okay? Only the Sunnis do. I remember, according to Ibn Baz, if you reject authentic hadith, you are a kafir, because authentic hadith are inspiration from Allah. So anything that came out of the mouth of Muhammad is divine inspiration from Allah. You cannot reject hadith. And on the next page, guys, couple pages, further. So this was page 290. We go to page 293, page 293 from the same book. We see also, again, that this is talking about Surah Al-Isra, ayah 70. Surah Al-Isra, ayah 70. And it says, إِنَّهَا رُؤْيَةَ عَيْنٍ إِنَّهَا رُؤْيَتَيْنِ. It's by the seeing of the eyes. Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes. Literally. Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes. إِنَّهَا رُؤْيَةَ عَيْنٍ. Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes. Aidan in Ibn Abbas said by his saying, رؤية عين. This is by the seeing with the eyes of Muhammad and Nabi. He saw his Lord. بعينيه. Right? Now, if Muslims say this happened only through a dream, it was a dream. Are you saying that the night of Al-Isra was a dream, Muslims? Are you saying that the night of Al-Isra was a dream, or did it really happen? هل هي يقظة أو منام? My Muslim friends. هل ليلة الإسراء هل هي يقظة أم نوام? Question. Very easy question to refute you. Was the night journey يقظة or manam? That's my question. Did Muhammad see everything in his dream, or did he actually jump on the back of Buraq and flew to the 7 heavens? Tell me. If you dare to say it's a dream, then you just destroyed your prophet. And if you say it really happened, then you have to accept that your prophet saw Allah as a little boy. It's one of the two. So which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? Did Allah look like this? Did Allah look like this? Curly hair, wearing a green suit, handsome young boy, no beard? Is this how Allah looked like? I think that this is how Allah looked like, like a bachabazi, like a very fine bachabazi, brother. You know, if you're Italian, you will say, bellissima. Right, Muslims? Allah is shab halewa, man. Allah is shab halewa.
Emotional damage.
Ode, do you think I have super chat when Muslims always attack my live shows and videos? But you can, if you want to chip in, guys, if you want to donate, you can do that through PayPal or take a subscription, a monthly subscription on patreon.com/RobChristian. So, you know, to support the ministry, and eventually, if Lord wills, we can do this as a full-time ministry. So there are a couple of ways to donate to the ministry. And I thank all the brothers and sisters who are donating, guys. Either PayPal or Patreon. Only and only for the ministry. All right. So it turns out that Allah looks like this. During the night al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. Aywa. For the people who want to have the translation. Again. قال النبي رأيت ربي في صورة الشاب أمرد. I saw my Lord in the image of a beardless young boy with curly hair wearing a green suit. With curly hair wearing a green suit. Curly hair wearing a green suit. This is my translation because Muslims do not dare to translate the hadith. Bellissimo. Like a chef kiss. That's how Allah looks like, guys. A handsome bachabazi boy. And remember, it's very important that Allah has no beard. Okay? It's very important that Allah has no beard. Right, guys? Is there any Muslim? Let me open Skype. Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Is there any Muslim? Skype is open, man. Any Muslim? My Skype is open. Any Muslim? Yalla ya akhwan. You can call us live on air. Yalla ya akhwan. Be more man than your mother Aisha and call me. Right? Now what about the people who reject this authentic hadith? I already showed you what Ibn Baz said. Ibn Baz said the hadith of Rasulullah are divine inspiration. So you cannot reject divine inspiration from Allah. That's number one. On top of that, if we go, for example, to this book is written by Imam al-Darimi, giant Sunni scholar, okay? Giant, among the big ones, the classical ones. In his book called Naqd Uthman bin Sa'id, so he wrote this book about another guy, a heretic by the name of Uthman bin Sa'id. So al-Darimi wrote this book to refute him, right? And he is among the Jahmiyyah. Jahmiyyah are considered to be heretical people, right? So this book is literally written to refute heretics, right? A heretical group. On page 337, we can read on top that nobody rejects this hadith except the Mu'tazilites. So you are a Mu'tazilite if you reject this hadith that Allah looks like a young boy. That's what it says literally on top in the red. And then we have a long list of names, including Ibn Kathir. So we have here Ibn Kathir who says that the chain of narration is sahih. قلت Imam al-Darimi says فالحديث صحيح. So Imam al-Darimi says this hadith is sahih. Remember, the donkey earlier said nobody from among the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah said that this hadith is sahih. Or nobody from among the Sunnah and Jama'ah said that Allah is a young boy. Well, you just called Imam al-Darimi and Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Kathir and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Abu Zar'a and many Al-Khallal wa Abu Hassan وابن بشار وأبو طالب الأشعري والطبراني وأبو يعلى وابن تيمية وابن كثير and Imam Ahmad Shakir and Shaykh al-Albani and many like them who did accept this hadith as authentic hadith. Boy, you are done. You're finished.
Emotional damage.
Wallahi, you're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. You're finished, boy. Nobody will follow you now. Nobody will accept your ruqya services. Like Mimi Hijab said, right, guys? Remember? You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. Do you see, guys, how Muslims throw everyone and everybody, including their big scholars, under the bus? You see it? And here is the translation for what you saw on the screen. On page 336 in the bottom, the reference. نقد عثمان الدارمي على المارسي الجهمي. So about someone who is a Jahmi, right? To refute the heretical people like the Mu'tazilite and the Jahmiyyah. No one, look on top, no one rejects this hadith except a Mu'tazilite, a heretical, an apostate. Call him whatever you want to call him. So you Dawah boys are a bunch of Mu'tazilite these days. You Muslims who reject that Allah is a young boy, you are a bunch of Mu'tazilites. And you know what the early Muslims did to the Mu'tazilite, right? They persecuted them and they killed them. You're finished, boy. You're a Mu'tazilite, boy. You're a kafir, boy. And Ibn Taymiyyah in his book mentioned the connected Sahih hadith. So Imam al-Darimi here is talking, right? Imam al-Darimi says that Ibn Taymiyyah in his book mentioned this connected Sahih hadith. From Qatada, from Ikramah, and from Ibn Abbas, he said, I saw my Lord. So Muhammad said, I saw my Lord in the image of a beardless young boy. He has curly hair and green garment. And Ibn Kathir in his tafsir said, his chain is on the condition of Bukhari and Muslim. So guys, this hadith about Allah being young boy is as sound, as authentic as any Bukhari or Sahih Muslim hadith. Did you catch it? That's literally what it says. Right? This is what it says on the page. Aywa. So Muslims basically are rejecting Bukhari and Muslim because it's the same high level of authenticity as Bukhari Muslim. Right? If you reject this hadith, you can throw Bukhari and Muslim under the bus or in the garbage where it belongs, my Muslim friends. Because it's authentic as any Bukhari or Sahih Muslim hadith. You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. And then, look what it says. I said, Ad-Darami, Imam Ad-Darami, the giant Sunni scholar. And by the way, they even edit now, slowly they are adding his works also on Sunnah.com, right? They are adding the work of Imam Ad-Darami. That's how big he is in Sunni Islam on Sunnah.com. Look, this is the same Imam Ad-Darami. Sunnah.com is being updated, right, guys? Left and right. And they even started to add his work. Do you see him? Sunan Ad-Darami. There you see him, right? Ad-Darami himself. Big, among the big ones, right? That's Imam Ad-Darami for you guys. To give you an idea how big Ad-Darami is in Islam, right? This is his book. Naqd Uthman bin Sa'id Ad-Darami. All right. Do you see it? And then he gives us a list. I said, Ad-Darami said, the hadith is sahih. So Imam Ad-Darami says the hadith in the middle of the page here, the hadith is sahih. Take a screenshot, guys. The following people called it sahih. Who? Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Abu Zar'a al-Razi. That one too, yes. And Ibn Sadaqa, another big one, big name. Al-Khalal, boom, another big name. And Abu al-Hasan bin Bashar. And Abu Talib al-Ash'ari. And Imam al-Tabarani too. Wow. Another big Sunni scholar. And Abu Ya'la, among the big ones too. Ibn Taymiyyah, of course, himself. And his student Ibn Kathir. The Ibn Kathir. I mean, look at this list. And Ahmad Shakir. And Sheikh Albani. And others as well. So the last two are modern day scholars. You know Sheikh Albani, right, guys? The guy from Albania, who is considered to be the last modern day expert on hadith, that's Sheikh Al-Albani, right? Look at the list. So guys, you get the idea. If you reject this hadith, you are a kafir. Big fat kafir. Now, again, we already mentioned that if you say that this has happened only through a dream, you're lying. You're lying. Because the night journey is yaqada. Muslims will tell you it's yaqada, right? It really happened. It really happened. It wasn't a dream, according to our Muslim friends. Yaqada. Laylat al-Isra, yaqada. Aywa. Okay? And in this following book, guys, look what it says. In the book of Jalaluddin Suyuti, we will have some conclusion. Look, Al-Khassas al-Kubra, Volume 1, let me give you the book. Imam al-Suyuti. This book that you see on the screen, let me give you the book and the page to see it with your own eyes so you can fact check me if I'm lying, Muslims and non-Muslims. Page 267. Page 267. Look, we go up. We have an authentic hadith. Look. وأخرج الطبراني. Read with me, guys. وأخرج الطبراني. The Tabarani has mentioned in his book Al-Wasit بسند صحيح, through a sound, authentic chain of narration. Do you see here in the yellow, guys? بسند صحيح. The hadith is صحيح. صحيح. عن Ibn Abbas. From Ibn Abbas again. Man, Ibn Abbas is destroying the ummah. إنه كان يقول, Ibn Abbas used to say, إن محمدا, that Muhammad saw his Lord twice. Ibn Abbas, let me translate this part. He said, Momo saw Allah twice. 2 times. Twice, brothers and sisters. How many times? Twice. When exactly? How exactly? Ibn Abbas explains, once with his eyes, things are now fitting their right places. The missing puzzle pieces are fitting their right places. Ibn Abbas said, once with his eyes, so it happened with the eyes, and once, and also once, and once in his heart. Meaning through a dream, right guys? Through a dream. So when Muslims say, when they talk about it happened to a dream, they are only mentioning one of the incidents. So they lie to us, or they are showing us their ignorance. Most Muslims don't know that Muhammad saw Allah at least twice. There are sources that say Muhammad saw Allah 3 times, twice in a dream and once during the night, Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj. Guys, are you taking notes? So when you debate a Muslim and he says to you, yes, Muhammad saw Allah, but he only saw him in a dream, tell him you are a jahil, you are a miskin, you are an ignoramus. Because according to your sources that are authentic, as you see on the screen, Muhammad saw Allah at least twice, at least. Once with the eyes and once in a dream. Take notes, brothers and sisters. Take notes. Translation. Al-Khasa'is al-Kubra by As-Suyuti. Take a screenshot, guys. You have the page, you have the book now. Volume 1, page 267 by As-Suyuti. And we have an authentic chain from At-Tabarani reported through a Sahih chain from Ibn Abbas that he used to say. Who is the one talking? Ibn Abbas. Muhammad saw his Lord twice, once with his eyes and once with his heart, i.e. a dream. Take notes, take a screenshot. This is how to bury Muslim counter-arguments. Do you see it? So it turns out that Aisha is a liar. Aisha lied in that Bukhari hadith. Aisha, guys, lied. Aisha lied here. Look. Narrated Masruq, and then Aisha said, what you have said makes my hair stand on the end. Know that if somebody tells you one of the following 3 things, he is a liar. So she's calling any Muslim a liar who says, whoever tells you that Muhammad saw his Lord is what? A liar. Actually, Aisha has the audacity. What's going on is this, guys. Aisha has the audacity to call Ibn Abbas a liar, or anyone who said Momo saw his Lord with his eyes. Yet she, Aisha, is the one who is lying. Did you catch it? So if Aisha lied here, where did she lie more? Could it be that Aisha lied in many other ahadith as well, my Muslim friends?
Emotional damage.
Could it be that Aisha did not only lie here, but she lied in other ahadith as well? If Aisha is lying here, she's lying everywhere. Why do you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? The mother of the believers turns out to be a big fat liar. Exactly, and in both ways is still busted. So guys, Aisha did not hear it, and she's lying about it, because Ibn Abbas did hear it. And to prove my point more, look, if we go to Sahih Muslim, Sharh al-Nawawi, so even Sahih Muslim has a commentary, right guys? So here we have the commentary on the screen, commentary by An-Nawawi. By An-Nawawi. Imam An-Nawawi, the big Sunni scholar who explained Sahih Muslim. So this book is called Sahih Muslim Sharh by the commentary, with the commentary of Imam An-Nawawi. Sahih Muslim Sharh al-Nawawi, Volume 3. Look how old the copy is, guys. Look how old it is. Very, very old book. This book is couple 100 years old. At least 200 years old. That's how old it is. It turned out yellow. Maybe 100 years. Let us not overreact. But it's very old, as you see. Old material that was used to be printed on. Volume 3 of this exegesis for Sahih Muslim by Imam al-Nawawi. Of course, when we are here, we will checkmate all the Muslims. You're finished, boy. By only reading. I'm only reading, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. Muslims, if you are honest, what you have seen till now, I'm only reading. And I just proved that your mother Aisha is a liar. And I'm going to prove it now twice, that Aisha lied. Look. In this book, on page 5, for example, when the question is raised about did Muhammad see his Lord, yes or no? On page 5, we go down. We see the following. We can read the following. It says, Imam al-Nawawi explains in his book that that Muhammad saw Allah. The seeing, what it says here on the screen, it's the seeing was given to Muhammad. Right? That's what it says here on top. Right? Right? The seeing was given to Muhammad. Right? And Abraham became the friend of Allah. Right? And Moses in Islam, Musa, they call him Musa, and Musa talked directly to Allah. Guys, are you following? So we have 3 prophets supposedly. Momo, the final prophet, he saw Allah with his eyes. That was the privilege given to Muhammad, that Allah showed himself to Muhammad. Abraham in Islam. Abraham or Ibrahim as they call him, became the friend of Allah. That's the privilege that Ibrahim got. And Moses spoke directly to Allah when he supposedly received the Torah, right? There was no Jibreel in between. Are you catching it, guys? Are you following? So it should be possible that Muhammad, in other words, saw Allah with his eyes when Allah removed his hijab. When Allah removed his hijab, his veil. Right, guys? According to Ibn Abbas. That's how Ibn Abbas explained it, right? Okay. And then it says here, it's a very long speech from Imam al-Nawawi. But it says that, again, he's confirming that the chain of narration, right? Chain of narration is very, very strong, right? Right? From Ikramah, from Ibn Abbas, هل رأى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ربه قال نعم. Ibn Abbas said yes. And he saw him and he saw his Lord, meaning Allah, through a very strong chain, without any problems. Also from another approach, from another direction, from Shu'bah, from Qatada, from Anas, that's Anas ibn Malik, by the way, رضي الله عنه, قال رأى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ربه. Right? And even Al-Hasan used to swear. An early Muslim by the name of Al-Hasan used to swear that Muhammad saw his Lord. Right? And then it says, and Ibn Umar, Caliph Umar, right? The son of Umar, right? The son of Umar. He also confirms that Muhammad saw Allah. The son of Umar confirmed that Muhammad saw Allah. And then here Aisha is being attacked. Watch from now on. Here Aisha herself is being exposed as a liar. We already did it, but here even Imam al-Nawawi explains that Aisha lied. Look. ولا يقدح في هذا حديث عائشة in Sahih Bukhari. He's referring to this hadith, right, guys? Aywa. Right? And Imam An-Nawawi explains that Aisha did not hear the report directly from the mouth of Muhammad, but Ibn Abbas did. In other words, guys, Aisha gave her own false interpretation. Let me give you a short summary for what you read with me in the Arabic. Right? We put the Arabic on the screen, but guys, let us read my English translation for it. And you can take a screenshot and later fact check me if I'm lying. Reference Sahih Muslim, Bisharh An-Nawawi, volume 3. We showed you page 5, but the story starts at page 4. Even on page 4, right? Even on page 4, let me show you that one too. Imam An-Nawawi explains when the question was raised. Look, page 4. وهل رأى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ربه ليلة الإسراء? And he says, إنه رآه بعينيه. Yes, he saw him with his eyes. Right? He saw Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes. Okay. Now you get the idea behind the context when Muhammad flying to the 7 heavens and he meets Allah, he sees Allah praying. Jibreel tells him that Muhammad stop, Allah is praying, let Allah finish his prayer. You get the idea, right, guys? We've talked about it in the past. Okay. So did Muhammad see his Lord in the night of Al-Isra? Take a screenshot. Ibn Abbas was asked if Muhammad saw Allah. Ibn Abbas replied saying yes. And this is narrated through a strong chain of narration from Shu'bah, from Qatada, from Anas. Muhammad saw his Lord, and Al-Hasan swore that Muhammad saw his Lord. And this fact does not fall under the hadith in Bukhari, this Bukhari hadith, right? It does not fall under the hadith of Aisha because she did not report that she heard it from the Prophet. So in other words, guys, Aisha gave a false report. Ibn Abbas' report, on the other hand, is authentic, sound, sahih as it can be. Aywa. So the mother of the believers turns out to be a liar. How can you lie about your own husband, the Prophet of Islam? Would any Muslim still claim to be a Muslim if you lie about your Prophet? Then why are you following Aisha? Aisha is a liar. She's the enemy of Allah and His Rasul. Ya aduwat Allah wa Rasuli. Ya Aisha ya kafira. Ya aduwat Allah. How dare you to lie about the Prophet?
Emotional, damn it.
Exactly, without lies, Aisha dies. So again, where's the lie? Here. Aisha's lying here in the Bukhari hadith. Here, this part. This entire part is a big fat lie. This highlighted part is a big fat lie in Bukhari. Lie of Aisha. This part here. This is the lie of Aisha here. She's lying here. Yes, the hadith in Bukhari is authentic, don't get me wrong, because it still is in Bukhari. But what she said here is a lie. The hadith is sahih because it's in Bukhari. But what she said here, that nobody saw Allah, is a lie. She's lying about Ibn Abbas. She's calling Ibn Abbas, in other words, a liar. Did you catch it? Because, why? Because she did not report it. She heard it from Muhammad. But Ibn Abbas did report that he heard it from Muhammad. Remember? She did not report that Muhammad said, and I quote, I, Muhammad, did not see my Lord. But what Aisha mentioned is her own interpretation, for example, for chapter 42 of the Quran, ayah 51. She gave a false exegesis. The mother of the believers turns out to be a liar. Right? She's a kafira. She's the enemy of Allah and His Rasul. And we just schooled this donkey, what you see on the screen, who lied and showed his ignorance about this hadith. Any Muslim who rejects that Allah is not a young boy, any Muslim who says Allah is not a young boy, he is a kafir, he is a mu'tazili, he's a mutazilite, he's a heretic, he's a kafir. You are a liar like Aisha, the mother of the believers. all the Muslims, any Muslim who reject this hadith is a big fat kafir. Let me prove it more. Look, to prove that anybody who rejects this hadith is a kafir, here is a book. Guys, we saw Abu Ya'la, right? Do you see Al-Qadi Abu Ya'la? In the list, look. So Imam al-Darimi, remember in his book, we showed it already, he's mentioning Abu Ya'la. Do you see Abu Ya'la in the blue, guys, here? You see my cursor? Guys, do you see the name of Abu Ya'la? Give me a one, please. Abu Ya'la is from among the scholars who accepted this hadith. Abu Ya'la, this classical scholar, Abu Ya'la. Here, Abu Ya'la. So I am literally having the book in front of me of the same Abi Ya'la or Abu Ya'la. In his book, إبطال التأويلات لأخبار الصفات, volume 1 by Al-Qadi Abi Ya'la. Same guy, in his book, on page 135, we can read the following. Hadith number, or report number 144. It says, قال, and it's mentioned that Al-Tabarani said, Al-Tabarani reported, Hadith Qatada, the hadith of Qatada from Ikramah, from Ibn Abbas, عن النبي. So what is being said is, Al-Tabarani said, let me type it out. Al-Tabarani said, guys, as you see, this is highly academic stuff. So at least try to follow me, guys. And Muslims, pretend that you're following me. I know it's very hard for you because most of you are layman Muslims, but pretend that you're listening. So any hadith, in other words, any hadith from the following people, Ikramah, and then from Qatada, let me start correctly, from Qatada, from Ikramah, from Ibn Abbas, from the Messenger of Allah, so from Muhammad. So any hadith that has this chain of narration, in other words, and of course the report is sahih. Hadith Qatada عن Ikram عن Ibn Abbas عن النبي في رواية صحيح. So if you have such a chain of narration, then it's automatically, it's sahih. So what does that mean, guys? In other words, Allah being a young boy is sahih. Because if we go back to the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, volume 7, Bayan Talbis al-Jamiyah, on page 289 and 290, do you see on top 290? We go down, we have the same chain of narration. إنها رؤية عين, Muhammad saw Allah with the eye, كما في الحديث الصحيح المرفوع عن قتادة عن عكرمة عن ابن عباس. You see it? Same chain of narration. عن قال رسول الله. قال رسول الله. Muhammad said. So it's highly, highly authentic chain of narration. Muslims cannot reject it. Did you catch it? That's what Imam Abi Ya'la said in his book on page 143. Catch it? In hadith number 144. Chain of narration is highly, highly authentic. And we continue on the next page. Look what Imam Abu Ya'la says. On page 144, next page, the hadith continues, or the story continues. It says, any Muslim who rejects this Sahih hadith is a liar. So Aisha is a liar. Any Muslim who rejects this hadith, Sahih hadith, is a liar. Aisha is a liar. And any Muslim today who rejects that Allah is a young boy, he is a liar too. I have nothing to do with this. I'm only reading, guys. That's what Abi Ya'la says. فَقَدْ كَذِب. Anyone who rejects the hadith, he is a liar. And this hadith about Allah being a young beardless boy has been narrated through the mouths of many Sahaba عن النبي. Not only Ibn Abbas, by the way. And some of the students of the Sahaba from Ibn Abbas. You get the idea, it's very authentic. And then here, Abi Ya'la continues, من لم يؤمن بحديث عكرمة فهو زنديق. And any Muslim, he continues, any Muslim who rejects the hadith of Ikrama, then he is a Zindiq. He's not Muslim. He's not Muslim anymore. He's a kafir. And then he continues. He's not done. يقول, right? And he's quoting scholars, right? من أنكر حديث قتادة, and the one who rejects the hadith from Qatada from Ibn Abbas, that he said, meaning Ibn Abbas said, that Muhammad said, I saw my Lord. You already get the idea. I saw my Lord in the image of a young boy, right? Then he is a Mu'tazili. So you see, guys, Ad-Darimi in his book earlier that we showed you, Ad-Darimi himself said anybody who rejects it, you see how the scholars now are agreeing? Do you see how the top scholars are agreeing? Anybody, and they say anyone who rejects this authentic hadith is a Mu'tazilite, a heretic, Mu'tazili. He's a Mu'tazilite. In other words, he's not a real Muslim, he's a kafir. So we have at least two scholars, right, in their books. Abu Ya'la and Imam Ad-Darimi too. Both of them. Right? Both of them. No one rejects this hadith except a Mu'tazilite. And that's what Abu Ya'la also explains in his book. فهو معتزلي. من أنكر حديث قتادة عن عكرمة عن ابن عباس قال رسول الله رأيت ربي عز وجل في سورة شاب أمرد. He is a Mu'tazilite. أيوة. And I'm not done. Next page. Page 145, same book. The book of Abu Ya'la. He is mentioning in this hadith that if a Muslim doubts about it, his shahada is not accepted. Guys, any Muslim who rejects this hadith, his shahada is moot. It's nullified. The shahada of a Muslim who rejects this hadith is not accepted. The shahada of any Muslim who doubts this hadith is not accepted. You're not a Muslim anymore. Your shahada is not accepted, and capital punishment can be applied on you if you don't repent. Your shahada becomes void. Exactly, Houston. Your shahada becomes void. Your shahada is not accepted. You are not a Muslim. They are allowed to kill you because capital punishment under Sharia law can be applied on you. Did you catch it? فمن شك في ذلك أو في شيء منه فهو جهمي. He's a Jahmi. Anyone who doubts this hadith, then he is a Jahmi from among the Jahmiya movement. Right? They kill them. By the way, لا تقبل شهادته. His shahada is not to be accepted anymore. Even if you say أشهد لا إله, the Islamic shahada, his shahada is not to be accepted by any Muslim. So in other words, he's not a Muslim. And you should know, and he continues, and you should not greet him. When they say Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum to him. Assalamu alaikum to such a kafir. You should not say Assalamu alaikum to such a kafir. And last but not least, look what it says in the end. And you should not even cure him if he's sick. If he becomes ill, you should not even help him. Imagine. So let him die, in other words. Such a person must die. Even if he has cancer, yes. Let him die in his kufr, in his disbelief. Let him die in pieces if he reject that Allah is a young boy. When Muhammad saw Allah. Right? If you reject, ya Muslim rock star, ya kafir, your life is in danger now, according to your scholars, because you reject the hadith. Imagine how what the scholars said, guys. This is serious business. If you reject this hadith, your life is in danger. Your shahada is not to be accepted. Muslims are not allowed to say assalamu alaikum to you anymore. No peace. No peace to you. And even if you become sick, they should not treat you and cure you. That's what it says on the screen. And I'm only reading, brothers and sisters. You're finished, boy. You're finished. Wallahi, wallahi, you're finished. Done. And if I continue to page, same book. This is the same book, guys. Look. Rob, can you give us, for the love of God, can you give us the link for this book? Of course. PDF. The entire PDF, brothers and sisters. I will give it to you. With pleasure, baby. With pleasure, baby. Here is the download link for the book on the screen. Okay. So I started reading from page 143 all the way, and I will continue all the way to 146. Okay. So pages 143 all the way to page 146. Look what it says on page 146, guys. And if someone, look what it says in the highlighted blue. I highlighted this for you guys so you can see it with you later when you download the book or whatever. It says, if it is said, فهذا الخبر ضعيف, فإن قيل فهذا الخبر ضعيف, if someone said, this hadith is ضعيف, any Muslim who can call us live on air, come on Muslims. Any Muslim? Skype is open. I challenge you to say this da'if hadith. I challenge you to say that Allah is not a young boy. Challenge. So we can show everybody that you're a kafir. Again, when someone says that this report, this hadith is da'if, because we have Ikrama in the chain, then وقد قال ابن عمر لنافع, and Ibn Umar said to Nafi', do not lie. لا تكذب. Do not lie to me. كما كذب عكرمة على ابن عباس. Do not lie to me. This hadith is sahih. Do not lie about this hadith. Do not lie about this hadith. The hadith is sahih. Don't you dare to say that the hadith is da'if. I mean, guys, is it clear enough for you? Is it clear enough for you that Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes as a young little baby boy? Is it clear for you? I hope it's clear for you guys. Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim who dares to say live on Arab, the hadith is da'if? I reject this report. I challenge you. I challenge you to call me live on air and say, Rob, you're lying. I challenge you to call me live on air right here, right now, and say to my face, Rob, you're lying about this hadith. The hadith is da'if. I challenge you.
Emotional, damn it.
I challenge you to call in after what we showed you. I challenge you, my Muslim friends. Challenge, double challenge, triple challenge you. Call in and dare to say live on air that this hadith about your Allah being a young boy is daif. I challenge any big imam, any student of knowledge, any mufti, any layman Muslim to call in so we can spank you. And put my foot on your lying throat. Like I put my foot on the lying throat of Aisha when she lied about everyone and everybody. Having the audacity to call everyone and everybody a liar who said that the hadith is sahih, or let alone Muhammad saw Allah as a young boy. Guys, what can we conclude? What can we conclude? Aisha is a liar. That's number one. We can conclude that Aisha turns out to be a liar. And we can also conclude that any Muslim in Sunni Islam who claims to be from among the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, any Muslim in among this who claim to be from among the Sunnah wal Jama'ah who rejects it is a kafir, and his life is in danger. Again, one, Aisha is a liar, and two, any Muslim who rejects this Sahih Hadith is a kafir. That's the conclusion. Right here, right now. Now, let me play a video clip. And guys, I want you, the people in the chat, my dear brothers and sisters in the chat, and also the Muslims who are sitting in the back of the bus who are watching, I want to show you another video clip. I want to play another video clip of a Muslim who rejects this hadith, or let alone he says that Muhammad did not see Allah with his eyes. Watch. Here's the video clip. Enjoy. I was debating a Sunni Muslim on TikTok about how his God Allah looks like, and we discussed the authentic hadith from the book of Ibn Taymiyyah, wherein the Prophet of Islam said, I saw my Lord in the shape of a beardless young boy with curly hair wearing a green garment. So Allah is a young boy. After that conversation, one of his Muslim boyfriends, who calls himself Omar, aka Anti-Shubuhat, opened a live stream on TikTok about me and tried to refute me. So the Muslims panicked, in other words, and tried to do damage control afterwards. A dear brother was recording their conversation and sent me the video file. So let's hear what these pagans had to say about me.
Okay, so here it is. Volume 7, same book. وفي الحديث الصحيح المرفوع عن قتادة رأيت ربي في سورة الشاب أمرد له. Okay, this is the one. So he said in page 290 it says رؤية عين. So let's see anywhere where it says رؤية عين on this page. He said on the same page it says رؤية عين. Where is that? I don't see that.
Now that's how Muslim Dawah boys deceive their ignorant Muslim audience. Remember, more than 90% of all Muslims on this planet don't speak Arabic, so it's very easy to deceive them. This stone kisser must be either blind or he's simply playing dumb to deceive his gullible Muslim audience who don't know Arabic. If we open the same book of Ibn Taymiyyah and we go to volume 7, page 290, and go to that same page he's showing on the screen, like I said, which is page 290, remember he said, nowhere in the page does it say it's Ru'yat Ayn, which means Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes.
This is the one. So he said in page 290 it says رؤية عين. So let's see anywhere where it says رؤية عين on this page. He said on the same page it says رؤية عين. Where is that? I don't see that.
Is this guy blind? It's literally in front of him on the page that is showing. What a shameless liar. Yes, it does say that on page 290. Look ya jahil. It says on the same page you are showing إنها رؤية عين. Busted! Do you understand why we always say without lies Islam dies? That's how they deceive people.
So let's see anywhere where it says رؤية عين on this page. He said on the same page it says.
Guys, do you see the literally the arrow key, the red arrow? It's literally in front of him. He is showing the book, right, guys? It's literally in front of him. Ayn. Do you see the word ayn here? إنها رؤية عين. And he is deliberately lying to his Muslim audience on TikTok. Bunch of liars and deceivers, man. It's literally, look, I'm even in this video that I did a couple weeks ago, guys, about this topic, how they lie. Go watch it. Here's the link again, guys. Go watch it when you're relaxed. After the live show, go watch it, guys, how we are destroying and burying these lies of these dawah boys. I mean, it's in front of you. He's showing it literally from the book, right? You see it?
Where it says رؤية عين on this page. He said on the same page it says رؤية عين.
There, literally, look.
Where is that?
Literally
I
in
don't
front
see
of
that.
your eyes.
8290. Okay, here. So you said رؤية عين. Where is it? Nope, nothing about رؤية عين.
What a liar.
So yeah, they lied.
We are the ones lying, guys. Do you hear it? We are the ones who are lying. Yet it's literally on the page that he's showing on the screen. And we are the lying ones. Abdul, read, ya Jahl, read. You have to only read. But we know either you can't read like you're a illiterate prophet or you are a scumbag liar. Shame on you. Tfu alayk ya kadhab. You are a kadhab because you are the son of your mother Aisha, who also lied. Because Aisha liar and you are her son, you must lie too to your audience, right? It's literally there on the screen. And he calls us liars. He calls me liar because remember, he did this live show about me. He said nothing about Ru'yat Ain. Well, it's literally on the page. Look there. Do you see it? It's literally there. Look. Ain. Liars. Scumbags. Look. Innaha Ru'yat Ain. In the yellow. Highlighted. Innaha Ru'yat Ain on page 290. Remember, he said nowhere in the page does it say it's Ru'yat Ain, which means Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes.
This is the one. So he said in page 290 it says رؤية عين. So let's see anywhere where it says رؤية عين on this page. He said on the same page it says رؤية عين. Where is that? I don't see that.
Is this guy blind? It's literally in front of him on the page that is showing. What a shameless liar. Yes, it does say that on page 290. Look ya Jahl. It says on the same page you are showing Innaha Ru'yat Ain. Busted! Do you understand why we always say without lies Islam dies? That's how they deceive people.
So let's see anywhere where it says رؤية عين on this page. He said on the same page it says رؤية عين. Where is that? I don't see that. 8290.
I mean, guys, what can I say more? What can I say more? These people are blind. They are liars and deceivers like their mother Aisha. Not only did we prove today that Aisha is a liar, but her sons, Ya Awlad Aisha, you are a bunch of liars too. Because you call your mother the biggest deceiver, Aisha, your mother, you call her mother and you are her sons, that means you're a liar like her. Bunch of liars and deceivers. And guys, this is why the enemies of Allah, the enemies of Allah and His Rasul, the Christian warriors, why we came with the sentence without... Guys, finish the sentence. Without lies, what? Without lies, what? Without lies, what, guys? People in the chat? This is why the enemies of Allah and His Messenger, we came with the sentence without lies, Islam dies. Without lies, Islam dies. Without lies, Islam dies. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Is there any Muslim who dares to call me live on air? Are you that scared, Muslims?
Emotional, damn it.
Oh, you gotta love this cult, man. What is this cult, man, that is built on lies, on top of lies, and on top of lies? You see, guys, why I did this live show again? Because on TikTok, on YouTube, Muslims call us man worshippers. They say you Christians are man worshippers. Wait a second. You Muslims worship a baby boy. You Muslims worship a baby boy. You have the audacity to call us man worshippers, yet you literally worship a baby boy God who did not even grow his pubic hair yet. Allah did not even reach the age of puberty. He has no hair. He's beardless. Allah is beardless, guys. Allah is beardless. Any Muslim? Yeah, at least 7 Muslims are watching. At least. Any Muslim? Guys, here from my end it says there are only 318 likes. Really, only 318 likes? Where are my likes, brothers and sisters? Why are you not applying chapter 4, ayah 34 on the like button? Come on, man. Apply chapter 4, ayah 34 on the like button. Use a siwak. Use the Islamic toothbrush on it. Tap it lightly, brother. Tap it lightly. Brother. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Any Muslim? يلا يا أخوان. يا أختا. Guys, for the people who just joined and missed the recording, let me play it one more time for you. One more time, so you can see how these people are a bunch of ignoramuses. They don't know their religion.
Hold on, Tyler. How you doing, Muslim Rockstar?
I'm doing good, man. How are you, Crusader?
I'm doing good. You made a lot of points earlier. You said that we obviously worship one God, and you said that, you know, that obviously that God is unseen, correct? Is that what you said?
Correct.
That nobody have seen Allah, right?
Excuse me?
That nobody have seen Allah, correct?
No one has seen Allah?
Yeah, you said he's unseen.
Yeah, he's unseen.
Okay, beautiful. Well, you have on...
See, guys, now they are muting the Christian brother, right? They're muting him. They turned off his microphone because they're scared. Scared little puppies. Scared little chickens. Tok, tok, tok. Tok, 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 tok. Scared.
Your bio...
It's okay, Palestinian. I see your...
I just got muted. I don't know why I'm
It's
getting
okay.
muted.
Guys, don't mute him. I know who he is. I know his voice. Let him talk. Let's see what he got. Go ahead.
I mean, if you want me to be out here, that's fine, I can be out here. But I'm just... I
Say
came
you're
with the
welcome to say,
genuine...
I told my moms don't mute you.
Yeah, thank you.
I told my moms don't mute you. Let's talk. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. So I see on your bio it says that you obviously, you know, follow Ibn Taymiyyah. Well, according to Ibn Taymiyyah's book, في بيان تلبيس الجهمية.
And Ghazali. You forgot that one.
الغزالي. Okay, حبيبي. You know, تلبيس بيان الجهمية في تأسيس بدعم الكلامية. He said that Muhammad saw Allah as eye vision. You know, he was a young man with curly hair. This is according to Ibn Taymiyyah's book, تلبيس بيان الجهمية في تأسيس بدعم الكلامية. Now, you want the evidence? I could show you. Not a problem as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you got
I
it.
doubt anyone from Ahl Sunnah would say that the Prophet ﷺ saw Allah when Aisha radiallahu anha made it very clear in the authentic hadith.
You see, guys, he's mentioning Aisha, right? You see? So he doesn't know that Aisha lied. This donkey, this jahl, doesn't know that Aisha lied. Aisha lied, guys, according to the scholars. Aisha lied. She gave a false report. She did not hear it from the mouth of Muhammad. Yet Ibn Abbas was right. Ibn Abbas did hear it directly from Muhammad in the authentic hadith. Did you catch it? So he's going by the lies of his mother Aisha. Since you follow Aisha, the mother of the liars Aisha, you're a liar like her because you don't know what your scholars said about her.
Sure. I mean, I can show you the hadith. It's according
So
to...
are you saying that these Ahl Sunnah went against an authentic hadith narrated by Aisha?
No, that's not what they said. Guys, did you hear what he said? Everybody, did you hear what he said? Chat, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he just said? Guys, it's very important when you debate Muslims to always hear what they say. I'm like a dog who immediately goes for the kill. I'm like a dog, when I hear Muslims talking, I'm like a dog who put his teeth in their bone. Did you hear what he said? Listen carefully. Let me go back again. Listen carefully to this part.
Went against an authentic hadith. Went against an. Or you're saying that these Ahlul Sunnah.
It's according
So are you saying that these Ahlul Sunnah went against an authentic hadith?
He's saying, are you saying, so he's talking to my dear brother King Silv, the Christian debater, right? Are you saying that the Sunni Muslims, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, Al-Jama'ah, went against an authentic hadith, and he's referring to the hadith of Aisha, right? That's his question, right? And the brother says, no, that's not my point. I'm not attacking the Bukhari hadith. What we are attacking is that Aisha lied in that Bukhari hadith. What we are attacking is Aisha being a liar, lying about the other Sahaba who did hear that Muhammad said, I saw my Lord in the image of a young little beardless boy. So we are attacking Aisha. We are not attacking the Bukhari hadith. Again, for the people. The answer is, from our side, we are not attacking this hadith on the screen from Bukhari. We are not attacking the Bukhari hadith. We are exposing the lie of Aisha inside the Bukhari hadith. Did you catch it? The answer is, we are exposing the lie of Aisha inside the Bukhari hadith. That's the answer. We're not attacking Bukhari for reporting it. Ya jahil. You're a jahil.
Ahlul Sunnah went against an authentic hadith. That these Ahlul Sunnah.
Sure, I mean I can show
Listen
you the
carefully.
hadith. It's
Listen
according
So
carefully.
are you saying that these Ahlul Sunnah went against an authentic hadith narrated by Aisha?
No. What we are saying is that Aisha lied in this authentic hadith in Bukhari about Muhammad. She lied when she said nobody saw Allah with his eyes. Right? Anybody who says that Muhammad saw Allah with his eyes, he's a liar. That's what she said. Right, guys? That's what she said. So she lied in the hadith. We are not saying that the hadith is da'if or something. There you are.
Well, that's not what I said.
You see the brother? Did you hear what the brother said? That's not what I said. And he's right. That's not what he said. Right?
That's not what I said.
Is that what you're saying?
No. That's not what I said.
So then what are you
That's
saying?
not what I said. Then you're gonna have to argue in regarding Ibn Abbas.
Do you see it? The brother is right. Brother King Silv, guys, he did pay attention when I explained it the very first time to him, because he got this from me. Brother King Silv is a dear brother, and he is a fast learner. So Brother King Silv learned it from me, and he's using them now against them. Right? Did you catch it? Brother King Silv, he heard it from me, and he's asking the right question. And they don't even understand his questions, because this guy is a jahil on the screen. Did you catch it? And guys, I ask you to pray for Brother King Silv, because they even tried to dox him. They tried to dox the brother. They even went and they exposed where he works. They showed family pictures. His life is in danger, guys. But he is one true warrior, guys. So pray for all the warriors. Support them when you can, guys. Pray for all the warriors. You can literally count us on your fingers, guys. Where are the brothers and sisters in Christianity who are supporting their warriors? Support us whenever you can, when you can. And always, brothers and sisters, keep us in your prayers. Keep us in your prayers. We always need your prayers because our lives is in danger. Our lives are in danger. The lives of our families are in danger because we are exposing Islam left and right. And we are exposing these jahl, these lying Muslims. And how do we do that? With our knowledge and only by reading. Pray for all the warriors, support all the warriors. I know a lot of brothers and sisters love to watch CP. For some reason, CP became like the hero of the Christians. But guys, not only CP, support all of them. Don't get me wrong, guys, I love my dear brother CP. And I've worked with him in the past. If you guys go watch my videos with brother CP, we've talked to each other in the past. And there are recordings. He's an awesome warrior, don't get me wrong. But support all of us, guys. We are one team in the end. We are a team. Did you catch it? And I hope if one day the Lord decides to take us back home, that there are going to be an army of Christian apologists, an army of Christian polemicists will rise. All what we are doing, guys, why are we doing this? For you to learn and to rise and take over the knowledge that we are teaching you. Use our videos, download our videos. You have my permission to download and use my material and videos, guys. We're a family. We are one team. We are one family. Rise, soldiers. Take over. If the Lord one day decides for us to go back home, then you Christians, the next generation needs to rise up. I love you, brothers and sisters in Christ, but rise. Support the warriors. You can literally count the warriors on your fingers. Where's the support? Where are the views? Why the Christians are so lazy? Let us be honest, we are lazy. We do not support our warriors enough to expose this cult. And what is our only weapon? Knowledge. Our weapon is knowledge. Knowledge, brothers and sisters, because we are only reading. That's it.
You know, because you know
what's your claim, dude? Just get to your claim.
He doesn't even understand.
Ibn Taymiyyah said it, so show us what Ibn Taymiyyah said.
I just want to hear that. Just let him restate my claim because it's kind of like backpedaling and then going forward again and then backwards. Just restate your claim,
sure,
please.
Would I be able to get the big screen if you don't mind, so I can show you?
Restate your claim.
Yeah. So here's the thing. According to بيان تلبيس الجهمية في تأسيس بدعم الكلامية from the Sheikh of Islam, Ibn Taymiyyah, he said, and let me read it right now. وهذا يدل على أنه رأى وأخبر أنه رآه في صورة شاب.
I can't speak Arabic.
Oh, you can't speak Arabic? Not a problem. That
no, I don't speak Arabic. I don't claim.
It's okay. It's okay. So he saw Muhammad saw.
You see, guys, this Pakistani, probably Pakistani or Afghanistani Muslim, he doesn't know because he doesn't speak Arabic. And this is why he's such a miskeen, a jahl. He doesn't know the Arabic. He doesn't read the Arabic in Ibn Taymiyyah. He doesn't know what his Arabic scholars say. He doesn't know anything. Yet he's doing da'wah and he says, ask me about Islam. How is someone going to ask you about Islam? How are you going to answer questions about Islam if you are a jahl, you are illiterate about Islam? How?
Allah as an eye vision. Okay, and he saw him as a young man wearing a green suit, you know, having a curly hair and hairless. And this is according
so let me just get the claim.
Let me give you the chain of narration.
So you're claiming that Ibn Taymiyyah is claiming that the Prophet Muhammad saw God as a curly man with green clothes?
No. Well, this is in regarding Ibn Taymiyyah's book. Now you want the chain of narration I could give?
Yes, Ibn Taymiyyah believes in it, yes. And that's why he reports it in his book, yes. Ya Jahil.
The chain of narration.
I just want your claim. What is your claim?
The chain of narration is from عن قتادة عن أكرمة, the two companions.
What is your claim? I don't care about the chain. What's the claim?
The claim is when you said that Allah is unseen, yet Muhammad saw him as an eye vision.
Okay, that makes no sense.
It makes no sense because you don't know about it. That's why it doesn't make sense to you, right? What an idiot.
Muhammad will make that claim when we have authentic hadith of Aisha. That law because all...
And Aisha turned out to be a liar. Aisha turned out to be a liar. Aisha, your mother, turns out to be a liar. She is giving her a false interpretation for the story. She gives a false report because she did not hear it, yet Ibn Abbas did hear it from the mouth of Muhammad, that Muhammad saw Allah as a young boy. This is why Aisha is a big fat liar, and because you are the son of Aisha, you are a liar too.
Okay, that makes no sense.
That
No
makes
one
no
from
sense.
Ahlul Sunnah will make that claim when we have authentic hadith of Aisha. That law, because all there was light. Every Muslim knows that.
Okay. Then the chain of narration is literally from Qatada. The two
And every Muslim like you is a big fat liar.
companions of the
It
Prophet
doesn't,
plus
what game
Ibn
you're playing
Abbas.
today.
So you're
Listen,
saying, are we going to
listen.
throw Ibn Taymiyyah into the bus and then what the chain of
There's
narration
no
says?
way he's claiming that.
Other scholars said
He literally said that no way Ibn Taymiyyah claims it. What a big fat liar, man.
that hadith is
No way he's claiming
Wow.
that. No one from Ahl Sunnah, especially Ibn Taymiyyah, is going to reject an authentic.
So guys, he just thrown Ibn Abbas under the bus. Ibn Abbas who said, you have no mother. We go back again. Thank you for reminding me again, brother. On the same page that brother King Silver is trying to show him. When I told him about his book for the very first time. On page 290. Literally on top. Ibn Abbas himself. Look, Ibn Abbas, when he's being asked about chapter 6, ayah 103. And he says, nobody can see Allah, but Allah does see everyone. In chapter 6, ayah 103. Qala Ibn Abbas, La umma lak, you have no mother. You have no mother for even daring to question me. You have no mother. So Ibn Abbas calls the questioner a bastard. How dare you to question me? How dare you to question me? Qala Ibn Abbas, La umma lak. This is the nur of Allah. If Allah appears with his nur, if he manifests with his nur, nobody can see him. But when he removes his nur, when Allah removes his hijab, according to Ibn Abbas, when Allah, like a woman, that's, by the way, those are my words. Like a woman is my words, because in Islam, women only wear hijab. When Allah appears or shows himself without a hijab, then you can see him. End quote. And Ibn Abbas, for the one who denies it, said, La umma lak, you have no mother. You have no mother. Did you catch it? So, Mr. Dawah boy, Mr. Dawah boy, you have no mother. According to Ibn Abbas, you have no mother. You're a bastard. You have no mother. Like any Muslim, you have no mother. Like any Muslim, you have no mother.
He's claiming that.
other scholars said that hadith is
No way he's claiming that. No one from Ahl Sunnah, especially Ibn Taymiyyah, is going to reject an authentic hadith.
Okay.
Period.
Okay, then you're
We
going to
don't
have to...
we don't have, I haven't even heard of a Muslim sect that makes that claim.
Because you're a jahil, you are an ignoramus, you're illiterate like your prophet about your religion.
Making that claim
Because
good
they're
for
not
you.
going to show you, brother. This is the thing.
Exactly.
They won't show you these
Oh, they're hiding
hadith.
stuff. They're doing
Because I
taqiyya,
know
right?
them.
Yes, they are hiding stuff. Yes, they don't tell you about it. Yes, yes, yes. Because without lies, Islam dies. Of course, they're not going to tell you that Allah is a young boy. They will hide it from you. Yeah, Pakistani, yeah, Afghani, you don't know your religion because you don't know Arabic. You can read the Arabic books because you're an illiterate. Like your prophet who did not know how to read, supposedly, according to you, Muslims.
Because I know these hadith.
Taqiyya, right?
So
Yes,
here's the thing.
taqiyya, yes.
Brother.
Listen.
Go ahead,
So
go
do you
ahead.
like
Allow
to
me
you
to
like to
speak once
debate
you're
like that? Listen, you've never been in my life. You've never been in my life. This is what you do.
No, I'm not doing
You
anything.
bring
I'm
random
just
pieces of
showing
information
you.
that no Muslim has ever heard of, that no Muslim sect.
Nobody-
Is it our problem, guys? What a donkey. Question from my side. Is it our problem that these donkeys, and I'm going to say it as it is, don't know their books? Is it our problem? Is it our problem, the Christians? Is it the Christian problem that you Muslims don't know your books in the Arabic? Or is it time for you to learn Arabic and leave Islam when you find what has been hidden from you? course it's not. It's not our problem. But we are here to at least try to educate you. And what do, Muslims? You mute us, you kick us from your live streams. We are trying to help you and educate you because we are Arabic speakers and we can read your books in Arabic. What do? You kick us, you mute us, and you ban us, right?
You have heard of this?
Like, this is what you guys believe in? Is this your style of debate?
Would you be able to give me the big screen? And let's see if I'm actually
I'm not
lying,
giving you
then
any
go ahead
big
and
screen.
refute me. Please, I would like to get refuted if I'm lying.
Give the Christian gentleman at least the big screen so he can educate you. But no, you're going to mute him and kick him, right?
How?
I already refuted
How did you refute me?
Because there's not a single Muslim that believes that.
Wow.
Not a single one Muslim
Number
that
one.
believes that? What do you mean? So you're saying that this hadith is fake?
Listen to me carefully. This is the standard style.
It is. It's weak.
Listen to me carefully.
Oh, the hadith is weak and fake?
This is the standard approach. Listen to me carefully.
Go ahead.
This is the standard approach of the idiots like you on TikTok.
Wow,
So
he
you're
even calls him an
insulting me
idiot.
without even me
This
insulting
position.
you. I'm being respectful to you, brother.
I don't care. You can say whatever you want. It's my life.
It's okay. That's fine. Go
This
ahead.
is the
Let me
standard approach of the
speak as
idiots
well.
of TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Okay? They will come and make a claim about something I personally have never even heard of. Okay?
So you see, brother, here's King Silv, brother King Silv here with the book. He is opening his camera and he wants to educate them. What do? They want to kick him out. That's it.
You can say, oh, it's in that book. There's no way Ibn Taymiyyah held that position.
Look.
Every Muslim who studies Aqidah
Look.
knows the hadith of
Tali
Aisha
Shaykh
about
al-Islam
Isra wal Miraj. And that's that.
Watch.
So,
Tali-
thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Can I please address you, brother?
He kicked him. He kicked him out of the live stream. He kicked him out of the panel. What a shame. We are trying to help Muslims. We are trying to read the Arabic for them because they don't know Arabic. We're showing them their books. And what do? They kick us. Do you understand now why I will never go to a Muslim live stream? I used to in the past. But what's the point if you want to help them and try to read the Arabic for them? Instead of thanking us for reading the Arabic as native Arabic speakers for them and educate these Pakistanis, Hindustanis, and whatever it is, kind of Stanis they are, Urdu speakers, whatever they are, what do? Instead of thanking us, they kick us and they mute us. Scared little puppies. What a joke.
Emotional, damn it.
What a clown. You Muslims are clowns. And remember, more than 90% of all Muslims on this planet don't know Arabic. So, in other words, guys, Muslims are a bunch of victims. You are victims of this Arabic cult because you don't know Arabic. You are victims, my Muslim friends. Muslims in the chat, I know you're listening. I do not hate you, but you are a victim of the Arab cult of Muhammad. Of course he is, Sister Caroline. Of course, Brother RJ. That's what Muslims are. Brain dead zombies. And they even teach them, guys, I'm not kidding. In the Islamic madrasas, in the Islamic schools, you know what they teach them, guys? To be deaf, mute, and blind. That's how they keep them in this cult. Deaf, mute, and blind. Stay deaf, mute, and blind. And they even, you see, guys, this is a real picture. This is not AI. They teach them to put their fingers on their mouth, on their nose. Don't even breathe. On their eyes and on their ears. This is a true Muslim. A true Muslim must have blind faith. Rob, can you prove it from the Islamic books too? Yes. Let me show you. To be a Muslim, you must be blind, mute, blind, mute, deaf, mute, and blind. Literally. Deaf, mute, and blind. Rob, prove it, please. Sure. Look. If I open the following book, Riyadh al-Salihin, by Imam al-Nawawi al-Dimashqi. We have used this other book today, right? In his other book called Sahih Muslim Bisharh al-Nawawi, when he wrote Sahih Muslim exegesis for Sahih Muslim, but also on this book, look, in this book, we find the following. Look what Muslims must do. Look. Look. Riyadh al-Salihin, do you see it, guys? Online version. Let me give you the link. Riyadh al-Salihin, in this book, Riyadh al-Salihin by Imam al-Nawawi. We go down, Riyadh al-Salihin, chapter 242. Here's the link again. We go down. Look what it says. Look what it says, brothers and sisters. Look what it says. Look what it says on the page. I have to go down. Oh no, chapter 243, forgive me. I think it's in this chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Was it this chapter? I think this was the right chapter. I think right on top of Hadith 1402 or something. I think here somewhere. Somewhere here. Let's see. Somewhere here. Yeah, look. Look. Look what it says. Thus, the question of return of the soul in the grave should be considered similar to the ambiguous ayat of the Quran. So, when you have an ambiguous ayah, an ayah that is not clear, right? Allah claims, this is a, by the way, contradiction. Allah claims that He sent down in a clear book. Everything is explained in detail. Yet, we have ambiguous ayahs that cannot be explained. Contradiction. And not only that, look what it says. There are ambiguous ayat of the Quran in which every Muslim is required to have what? Blind faith. Boom!
Emotional damage.
Blind faith, brothers and sisters. You must have blind faith. If there are unclean verses in the Quran, you have to apply blind faith. Blind faith, brothers and sisters. You have to be blind and follow the blind. And follow the blind faith in Islam. To have blind faith in Allah and His Quran and the religion of Muhammad. Be a blind Muslim. Just have blind faith. Don't ask questions, akhi. Take my courses. Remember Yasir Qari said, don't push me. Just have a blind faith. Do you see it? And I found at least three websites where you can read Riyadh al-Salihin, the commentary for Riyadh al-Salihin online. Also on this website. Look. Here's another website for Riyadh al-Salihin. Look. Look. Riyadh al-Salihin. To have blind faith. Blind faith. Do you see it? Blind faith. Just have blind faith. For the ambiguous ayat of the Quran, you must have blind faith. You see it? Because the secret is only known to Allah. Blind faith, brothers and sisters. Blind faith. And also on this website, back to back. Collect all of these websites, guys, and sources that we are giving you. 3 of them. Website number 3. For Riyadh al-Salihin, to have blind faith. Blind faith, brothers. Just have blind faith. Blind faith. Here. Blind faith. Do you see it? For the ambiguous ayat of the Quran, the verses of the Quran that are not that explained detailed, to have blind faith. Every Muslim must have blind faith. Because the secret is with Allah. Then the question is, my question would be, and anybody in the chat should ask the question, why then Muslims have to follow this Quran if it's only blind faith? If a Muslim is required to have blind faith, then why not throw the Quran of Allah in the sewage where it belongs? The Bible tells us, commands us to do our homework, to do our question. What does Islam teach us? To have blind faith. If the Quran is not clear, have blind faith. What a joke. What a religion for jokers and clowns.
Emotional, damn it.
Do not use your brains. Do not ask questions. According to the Quran, right? We go to the ayah. The famous ayah in chapter 4, ayah 101. Do not ask questions. Else you're going to leave Islam. O people who do believe. O Muslims. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. La tas'alu an ashya. Do not ask about questions, about things, because else you're going to leave Islam and throw the Quran away. Chapter 5, 101. Do not ask questions. Why? Because you have to follow a fake prophet. You have to follow a fake prophet. You have to follow a fake prophet. That's why. Right? Muhammad was the fakest prophet in the history of all the prophets. Muhammad was a fake. Bunch of zombies, exactly, guys. Muslims are a bunch of zombies. Zombie religion for zombies. Zombie religion for zombies. That's what Muslims are. Brothers and sisters, you are zombies. Zombies. Any Muslim? Any zombie Muslim who dares to call in live on air? Any Muslim? Skype is open. The phone lines are open, brothers and sisters. Have you noticed, guys, the last couple of live shows, Muslims even don't dare to call in anymore. I will not mute you. I'm not here to mute you. If you call in and you want to have a civilized discussion in a civilized manner, why would I mute you? I'm not your da'wah boys who don't even allow us to speak, who will have their finger on the trigger button. I'm here to have a civilized discussion. You behave, you want to have a normal discussion, you're more than welcome. But don't act like a zombie who doesn't allow someone to speak. You're a bunch of zombies, Muslims. Do not ask questions. Only have blind faith. Right? Blind faith. That's it. Religion for the blinds. That's what Islam is. Islam is the religion for the blind. Islam is the religion for the blind. Please stay away from Islam, brothers and sisters. Stay away from Islam. Any Muslim? Mayday, mayday, we need a Muslim to help us out. Da'a Islamuna ya akhwan. Islam is dying, ya akhwan. Like ya ukhta, is there a ukhta who is more man than any Muslim man? Because I am now have to accept, I have to assume, Muslims, that there are no real men left in Islam. There are no real men left in Islam. Mayday, mayday. Someone please call 911. They don't want to be cooked. Of course they are going to get cooked. Either way they're going to get cooked. How do I share all of this with my Muslim friends? Share our live streams on YouTube. Share our live streams on Facebook. Share our live streams and videos. The link, share it on Twitter. What is it called these days? X. Yeah. Do what you gotta do, guys. Don't fear anyone. This is 2024, man. Learn from our videos. I have more than 600 videos, guys. I have more than 600 videos. Watch my videos. Watch my live shows. Use my material. You have my permission. You don't even need to ask me, guys. But if it's not too much ask, guys, do provide my credentials, right? By Rob Christian or something, or post a link to my live, YouTube channel. That's the only thing that I ask, guys. That's it. My videos and live shows, my lessons are for free, but please keep them for free. I'm not asking money for it. Keep them for free. Because knowledge should be free. Knowledge should be taught for free. Such important knowledge should be taught for free, and it should be kept for free. Yet what do Muslims do? They go to the imams and they literally pay them money ahead of time to answer just one question. Imams, guys, are not for free. Did you know that? If you have to consult an imam, you have to pay him ahead of time. You have to pay him money. His time is money. Rob Christian sits here for many hours in the chair, and we're doing this for free, guys. And what do? They try to silence us. And their answer is, exactly, Brother Mershon. Because they never heard of it, it must be untrue. Because they don't know their books, so it must be untrue. Untrue. Brother, it's untrue. I never heard of it. It must be untrue.
Emotional damage.
Imam for $1. What an embarrassing cult, man. What an embarrassing cult that teaches you to have blind faith. Imam al-Nawawi tells you to have blind faith. The commentator tells you to have blind faith. Just have a blind faith. Look in the commentary literally. Do you see it? To have a blind faith in the Quran. When you have a shubha, as they call it, shubha, right? Something that is ambiguous. Shubha, right? Shubha. It's a shubha. Right, guys? Right, guys? Just have blind faith, brothers and sisters. Just have blind faith in the Quran.
Emotional damage.
Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Well, are you that shocked, Sadi? Sadi, are you that shocked? Islam is a business, sister. Islam is a business for these clowns, for these dawah boys and their imams. It's a big fat business. Guys, are there now questions that needs answers from you? I'm here now to answer questions from our Christian friends. I still have around 5 to 10 minutes, guys. Maybe you can ask, maybe we can answer 1 or 2 questions maximum. Anyone? Anyone in the chat who wants his question to be answered? You can literally send me a private message. If you go to my Patreon account and you can subscribe as a free member, you can send me a private message, my friend Truth. Send me a private message, please. Refresh, maybe it's, there's a problem with the system or something. But you can literally send me a private message if you have a question. I'm not kidding, guys. And there are many brothers and sisters out there. I don't want to show you their names because 9 out of 10 times that's their real name. But you can literally send me a private message. And also, don't forget, guys, to become a free member on my Patreon account, because when I go live, ahead of time, you'll receive an email, right? So if you have your email app on your smartphone, you'll get an email immediately. Hey, Rob Christian is going to go live. Right? Make sure, guys, to become at least a free member. And if you want to support the ministry, you can become a subscribed member. And you can choose where, or you can use PayPal as well, guys. Because I'm in need of a new monitor. I need to buy a new monitor, guys. And soon we will have to replace my computer, my soundboard, my microphone. They're a couple of years old already, right? Nothing survived forever. And we will use the money that you are sending us for the ministry, guys. Any questions? Any questions that you can ask? That you can ask and immediately answer? Is the Arabic word for female private part truly in the Quran? Of course. Okay. We go to chapter 66, ayah 12. Allah is insulting the mother of our Lord. Not only is he confusing her with Mary, the sister of Aaron and Moses, he doesn't know who the real Mary is, the historical Mary, the mother of our Lord, but he also insults her by trying to blow inside her farj. Here's the word. Farjaha. The word farjaha means her vagina. That's literally what it means. And these liars and deceivers, look how they translated it. Her chastity. Why are you Muslims such liars? The word is farjaha. Farj means private part. Farj means private part. So they have to lie, guys. They have to sugarcoat what Allah says, because Allah is filthy. Allah uses explicit language, and He says, we blew in her farj. وَمَرْيَمَ ابْنَةُ عَمْرَانَ الَّتِي أَحْسَنَتْ فَرْجَهَا. She guarded her farj. فَنَفَخْنَا فِيهِ. Allah blows in her farj. Allah is filthy. Allah is Satan. And Islam is an anti-Christ cult. Allah is Satan. That's what Allah is. One more question, guys. One more question. Welcome, brother. God bless you. Salam and Masih. Any last question? Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my backup channel on YouTube. I created a second channel. Make sure to subscribe to my second channel. You can find it in the description box. My secondary YouTube channel, guys. Make sure to subscribe there too. Please. And here is the link for it. Subscribe, brothers and sisters. Any Muslim? No Muslim who dares to come up, man? The entire live show, not one Muslim dare to come up? Wow, Islam is dying. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I love you, my dear brothers and sisters. I hope you learned a thing or two today. Go with the peace of Christ. I love you, my brothers. Thank you for your amazing support for so many years now. Please keep me in your prayers. Pray for my health. Maybe you're still hearing that my voice is still not okay. I'm still under the weather. Pray for our families. Pray for our loved ones. Pray for all the warriors who are doing what we do. See you very soon, brothers and sisters. Don't forget, every knee will bow, every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord. And Muhammad is nothing but a fake, false prophet, a fraud. God bless you. See you very soon. Bye-bye. God bless. Backup channel, please subscribe.
Did you subscribe, guys?